Okay. What is up, everybody? We have commenced our festival de Raw, Monday Night Raw. It is the final Raw before Backlash. Man, that came quick. It felt like it was gonna be a while from now. What is up, guys? We got the Peep Show tonight. We got Bobby Lashley on the VIP lounge. We got uh, Asuka versus Charlotte. We got the new women's tag team champions in the house. This is looking like a stacked Raw. I have no problem with that. No problem at all. What is up, everybody? I see gaming every day in the house. I see Weebrupt. I see Ringmaster. What's up, guys? If you can hear me, say what's up. If you could see me, let me see you in the chat. Thank you guys for just jumping on the likes, dude. We're already, what do we have, 6? 6 likes already? Jeez. That was quick. Thank you guys for just hopping on that. It helps. Well, at least YouTube says it helps. Who knows? I'd rather be safe than sorry. So thank you guys very much for the thumbs up on the YouTube video, and also thank you to everybody on the Twitch coming through and hanging out. I see Tobias. I see Empire. Yo, Empire just ching right in here. What's up, guys? I hope I'm feeling very happy and worried at the same time. I'm happy because we got Raw, and because uh, in your house was like basically as good as I thought it was gonna be. I I was just very pleasantly surprised with how great In Your House was. So that's a happy thing. That's a plus. And also on top of that, uh, the reason that I'm worried is because of all this weird Twitch copyright stuff that's going on. Basically, you could just get super claimed and just get taken offline, just just for playing a little clip of a song, or if artists put their song in a game that you're playing, if it plays for too long without you talking or anything, I guess. So even with you talking, I'm not sure exactly how exact it is, but um, it's definitely something that I've been combating for a while now. If you guys haven't noticed, my pre-streams, I'm not talking. I've switched those over to completely copyright-free music. I used to play stuff like Michael Jackson and all that. All right, Asuka's here. Well, they're gonna start off with the Asuka match. That is that is good. I thought they would save this for maybe the main event. Like we're gonna get something strange with Charlotte at the end here. I wonder what's next for Charlotte. She's just gonna keep fighting the champions of both brands. Who knows? And another thing that really sucks is like no matter what you do, your one hits in the house too, and Acid Crazy. Welcome, guys, and the Game Maker, GM Punk. Who won the triple threat? Io won the triple threat. Io Shirai is the new NXT Women's Champion. I don't know if CM Punk will be there. Oh, you think so? CM Punk, CM Punk. No, Big Bill. We're not. This is YouTube. It's not that type of chat room, boy. Let's not talk that way in here. Asuka is here. She's happy. She's dancing. Um, One of the things that really sucks about the whole copyright stuff is that even if somebody made a song that's copyright free, if it gets put into a compilation and that compilation gets bought out by a separate company, they can claim it. They can say if they want it to be copywritten or not. So if you're if a song that you pick and it says it's copyright free gets put into some other library, some other music library, and they claim it, then they can claim your stuff too. So basically, anything you play, you have to be able to tell the future. That's how bad it is. And it's happened to me before. It's happened to me several times on my YouTube channel because I used to be with Machinima. Machinima had a royalty-free music library, and I used that. Oh, Sasha and Bayley are here. um, I was with Machinima as a partnership company, and they had a royalty-free, copyright-free music library. But they sold the library that they used was sold to some other company, and then just like a light switch, I got like 150 copyright claims at one time because I was using that copyright free music in my YouTube videos, my edited YouTube videos. It can happen, dude. It sucks. So no matter what you do, you are possibly one song away from being offline.
You guys should be thanking us for being here and gracing you with our star quality. And so should you, Asuka.
That's right, because, you know, I'm sure most nights would be fitting for the Raw Women's Champion to open up
So yeah,
Monday
I'm a little
Night Raw.
worried.
But tonight, it's not that nice, sweetheart.
No. So in case anybody's been living under a rock, which is probably a lot of you, last Friday night on SmackDown, we defeated Alexa Bliss and
Bayley's
Nikki
got a
Cross
new
to
red
become
outfit.
the new WWE Tag Team Champions.
That is right. You are in the presence of the reigning SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley, and the boss, Blueprint, Sasha Banks, and now a two-time Women's Tag Team Champion.
Asuka's like, come on. This is my ring.
I don't want to go. Wait. Come on. Shut up out there. Shut up. We know that, you know, normally this is your ring, but as the Women's Tag Team Champions, we are allowed to go to any single brand that we want.
I like it.
You need to back up, shut up,
Dang.
and get out of our...
Oh, boy. Charlotte's here. Is this going to turn into a tag team match? Oh, my God. They are, aren't they? They're going to do it. They're gonna turn it into a tag team match. They're gonna put the titles on the line, and then Charlotte's gonna become the second Grand Slam champion. They're gonna do it. That's what they're gonna do. And everybody's gonna be mad about it.
I mean, good luck keeping up with my stamina.
You're gonna make her a Grand Slam champ today.
I understand why you have to come out here and celebrate. I mean, please
They're gonna do it,
get
aren't
your
they?
victory lap in. Make it quick, because you know what happened last time before someone comes in and just swoops those titles off you. Remember? Woo!
Ooh.
So, ladies, please enjoy the attention. Please enjoy the spotlight. But can you make it quick? Because Asuka and I have a match, and that's really what the people want to see.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna make her
So hurry along.
third
Enjoy
Grand
the
Slam.
spotlight.
Wouldn't she be the second?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Dang, the Iconics are here too. They're trying to fill this place up. How would she be the third? Is Bayley's a Grand Slam champion too, right? Is she? Has she been Raw Women's Champion?
Though, that's for sure.
Huh.
The only match everyone wants to see isn't happening tonight. No, actually, that match is happening this Sunday at Backlash.
Billy Kay.
And it's in a WWE
Big Red.
Women's
Frying
Tag
chicken.
Team
Oh, nice.
Championship Triple Threat match.
And Travis is here.
Featuring the champs, Sasha and Bayley.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Who we actually beat.
You have an
for the
important
women's tag
question,
titles
Game Maker.
at
What is
last
the
year's
important question?
WrestleMania. We did. And also Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Okay.
Most importantly,
So third person then.
making Backlash iconic.
Asuka's like, get out of here.
What she said.
Oh, whoa. Wasn't Charlotte the person who just a few weeks ago was trying to drive a wedge between us and ruin our friendship? But look what happened!
Oh my goodness. Asuka, I agree. Yeah, me too.
Yes, that's right!
I don't know how to put this nicely, but at least I don't need a title or two to be relevant. And no matter how many titles you hang around your neck or your waist or accessories, how do I say this? You two are still going to be garbage.
Oh, that wasn't the best thing to say. That was not the best thing to say. They've seen enough. Yo. Yo, the Undertaker has seen enough, and so have they. Undertaker has seen enough. Oh my goodness. Number one cheer of the day, Big Rud. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. And they go to commercial with Asuka and Charlotte looking at each other. I wonder what's going to happen here, playa. Playa. Okay, so I don't think they're going to put the titles on the line today, but I do think that that is in the cards very soon for Charlotte. Or maybe they'll make her one of the people who, you know, there's like those wrestlers who just never won that one title. Maybe she'll never win the tag titles. Nah, they wouldn't do that to her. They wouldn't do that to her. They're Golden Girl. Charlotte is the youngest Golden Girl. Let me move her over just a little bit more. Look at how happy Sasha is with her tag title right there. Gosh. Need the rated R wiper, yes. The wiper. You're the wiper. So I'm trying to figure out what I'll do with the whole copyright music stuff, because we have a extensive WWE simulated universe that I've run, and have to figure out what to do about the theme music and such. We might just skip entrances. That might be a good way that we can just keep it going, because like I said, no matter what you do, there is no way to there's no way to guarantee that anything that you're seeing is factual information when it comes to copyright. You could find a song that was put on YouTube like 2 years ago, and if the artist has sold that song to a music library, then it could still be copyrighted, even if the person who made that song in the first place never put a copyright on it. So I don't know, man. There's ways that I'm thinking of that I could try to get around it, but I always come to that realization that at any given moment it can go sideways. Riot. What's with the sound? It's commercial break. They're at commercials. Unless you guys want to hear them trying to sell you a bunch of Pizza Hut and stuff. I think I'd rather just talk to you guys about what you think is going on in wrestling, or what pressing issues with the channel here. Kind of rather do that. The thing is, no, actually, they're not becoming like YouTube. YouTube actually has a little bit better system than what I'm seeing from Twitch. Twitch is literally just, they'll strike your channel immediately. YouTube, what they've done is they've allowed music to be played in videos, but the artist gets all your revenue if they find a copywritten song in your footage. So on YouTube, they don't strike your channel. They just give you a claim, and that means that the artist who made that song has the claim to all the revenue that you're making from that video. So if you put up a gameplay video, but you put like System of a Down in the background, then System of a Down gets all the ad revenue. It gets all that you would have made off that video. So actually, YouTube has a better system than Twitch. Twitch is just like strike. You're out. You're down. They'll suspend you for 24 hours, and if you get 3 of those, it's done. So actually, YouTube has a better system than what Twitch is doing. I sound like Donald Duck? Is there something wrong with the sound, guys? Or am I getting trolled? Am I getting trolled, or is there something wrong with the sound? Because sometimes the mic does need to be reset. I'm getting trolled? Oh, okay. Well, hey. All's fair in trolls and war. You got me. You got me, Riot. Good job. Twitch wants complete silence. Uh-oh. Has this turned into a tag match? We're back.
Threat matches were made official during the break. The women's tag team champions Sasha Banks and Bayley against the Iconics and the surprise team of Asuka and Charlotte.
Very surprising team of Asuka and Charlotte. Very surprising. Yeah, YouTube has a better system. I mean, it didn't start that way. Even now, what they'll do sometimes is they'll do revenue sharing, where the artist will actually let you keep part of the revenue, and they get a cut. They don't take the whole thing. So YouTube is ahead, definitely. But they've had some years to really get it that way. Twitch wants complete silence. Gonna have to start making my own music. We're gonna have to start getting Halo to make us a whole bunch of original songs. Because Halo makes music. Yeah, if anybody makes music, you'd like to make some original music that we can use on the stream here, please let me know. Sasha got a hold of Peyton's leg. Peyton got some new shorts, it looks like. All this chaos is sorry for the ref, yeah. What a roll up by Sasha. Whoa, what was that? Just thought about the Meteora, but messed it up. Oh.
Drop kicks there in the center of the ring. And I believe we would call that well scouted, gentlemen.
Man, they got some really talented wrestlers in the WWE. Talented, beautiful, fast, different all around. I like it. Oh, and thank you to everybody who retweeted the tweet or favorited the tweet already. I see a couple retweets, a couple favorites. If you haven't already done that, please take a second. Spread the word.
Tag made, and in comes Bayley, a double champion now after this past Friday night on
Bayley, 2 belts. I like her red outfit she's got on today. Pretty cool. Oh. Double knees to the chest. Bayley keeping Peyton down, but not for the full 3 count.
This is by far the best version of Bayley. Focused, vicious, going
out. Let's see his red. I know everyone's wearing red on one side.
No matter how you feel about Bayley or Sasha Banks, these two are going to be a serious threat as women's tag team champions.
Peyton strikes back with the elbow to the back of Bayley, and now she's on the opposite end of a beatdown, brought on by the Iconics.
In grade school, I believe. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg.
Just 1 count on Bayley. Bayley's kicking out like Drew McIntyre over here. Out at 1. Dude, this Raw is looking stacked. We got the possibility of Rey Mysterio retiring. We got Bobby Lashley and MVP. We got basically all the women in the ring right now. All the women on Raw, pretty much. We got Edge and Christian, the Peep Show. My goodness, what else do we got? Oh, we got the Decathlon, the Street Profits versus the versus Viking Raiders. We're gonna get another comedic skit. A whole bunch of hotness on this episode. Hopefully it all pans out.
And Billy Kay just styling in the face of Sasha Banks.
How come Charlotte just got a whole front pro seat? Yeah. Is Charlotte a face or a heel? She's probably cheering for her, but she's still acting pretty disrespectful. She's an opportunist. I think she's just middle of the road. I don't think she's necessarily heelish. I think she's just middle of the road. Opportunist. She'll do whatever it takes to like finagle her way into a positive situation for herself. Oh, Charlotte, battering ram. Yeah, so I would say she's just perfectly in the middle, pretty much. Yin and yang. She'll do whatever it takes to make a good opportunity for herself, and only herself, it seems. How come Raw is not on USA Network tonight? It is. That's where I'm watching it.
Are you asking, do you need the Raw Women's Champion? Dominating. Here comes Bayley, a dominant SmackDown Women's Champion.
I mean, I would say maybe your local news took over, but local news doesn't normally take over unless there's like a national emergency, and that would affect everybody. So I'd say check your local listings and see if your USA channel might have switched numbers or something, switched channel numbers.
Oh, they're doing an excellent job. They're keeping Charlotte on an island of her own.
Ooh. Or what happens sometimes is people get a different feed. Asuka with the tag. Asuka tagged herself in.
I can't blame Asuka. I can't blame the
Asuka doing a funny little dance. Sometimes if you have a satellite provider, they'll give you a feed for a different coast, and your show won't come on for a while. Oh my goodness, high kick from Asuka just cracked Peyton. Oh, bulldog and clothesline combo. Asuka 2-for-1 deals on the Iconics. And she's doing a beautiful little dance. You know that Asuka used to be a ice skater? Asuka used to be an ice skater. She was an ice skater. She was a community manager for Xbox, for Microsoft Xbox. And she also has a child, I believe. I believe she's a mom, but she like keeps it very undercover. She doesn't make it very public that she has a child. I don't know how old her child is or anything about it. She's kept that very, very close to the vest. But yeah, she used to be an ice skater, a community manager for Xbox, and she's a mother. Things that make you go, Little trivia for you guys. Yeah, Asuka has a child. I didn't know either. Some trivia for you guys. Some stuff that you could tell people about Asuka now that they might not know. Gritty, did you get KFC last night? I wish, dude. I've been actually craving KFC a lot. Actually, I don't wish. Actually, my dinner last night was very epic. I had these little bow pasta with a little garlic, tomatoes sautéed into it with some nice sauce, some nice like buttery sauce. It was chef's kiss, très magnifique. So, but I do want KFC. That would be good. I want that Nashville chicken. That stuff is good. That means she has a husband or a boyfriend? Not necessarily. There's a couple women who have children who aren't married and don't have a boyfriend. Sometimes things don't work out. Who's taking care of a baby? I don't know. This is just what I've heard through her cohorts, because I think, how long ago was it? Somebody cut a promo and called her a mother, and then I think Becky tweeted like, "Oh, Asuka knows how to be a mother" and all this stuff. So her coworkers have said that she's got a child. Whoa, Gritty, we got Bayley and Sasha versus Charlotte and Asuka. Yeah, and the Iconics are in this match too. I guess I could put them. It's that commercial. Put it together. All right, Billy Kay. Look at how happy she is to be here. All right, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce. Gosh, man, I have a lot of superstars on this layout. Peyton Royce. The Poison Ivy of WWE. I hate to have her all bunched in here, but sorry.
Oh, in this instance,
all right, we're back.
Right to the side of the face by Billy Kay. Hook to the leg to put away Asuka, and a kick out. We've seen those antics before. Peyton Royce
Triple
serving
threat
as a
tag match.
diversion for Asuka, opening up the door for Billy Kay to take advantage. Remember the rules.
Oh my, Raw looks good. Yeah,
teams can be represented
for sure.
at one time. You can tag anyone you want into the match. Here's a cover by
For sure, it's stacked.
Broken up by Banks. And the Iconics just absolutely showing the world that they are world.
I told you I'd find you.
Specialists in that ring. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh my goodness, nice move.
To the knee knees of Banks.
Wow.
Oh,
Irish, thank you for the host, man. The Braun Hostman.
Billy Kay. At your point, Joe, I'm impressed with what we're seeing from the Iconics here tonight. Remember, the Iconics have a women's tag team title opportunity Sunday at Backlash. Charlotte Flair tags herself in. Charlotte trying to change the trend of this matchup.
Wow.
Power on
Ball away.
from the Queen.
Ball away slam by Charlotte. She's got a nice outfit.
That was interrupted.
Black with like blue wings on it. Flowers or something.
Asuka and Flair will go one-on-one.
What's up? What's up? Irish in the building.
Right by the Queen. Tag made.
Asuka steals the tag again.
I don't know if there's been one amicable tag between there have been zero. There have been zero times. And now the Raw
So Asuka's a legal woman now.
Remember this Sunday at Backlash, Asuka defends her title against Nia Jax. Asuka is tag.
Oh, now Charlotte has tagged herself in. You get out of here.
Well, I'd say there'd be dissension, but they were never on the same page in the first place.
It's a miracle that Flair and Asuka are even
Dang.
maintaining an advantage in this match.
Billy Kay getting her chest lit up with these woo slaps from Charlotte.
Signature Flair chop. Billy Kay caught in the corner.
Big boot.
From the Queen.
They called it the Queen's boot last night. I wonder if that's the actual name of it now.
Poised to put away Billy Kay.
The Queen's boot. What are you talking about?
Make an example.
Come on. No, seriously. Watch.
Uh-oh.
Literally trying to set the example. How about Queen? You watch Asuka.
Uh-oh. Asuka got the Asuka lock. It's not very well locked in. Guess Billy Kay didn't want to lean all the way back. Wow. All right. Well, Asuka tags herself in and gets the Asuka lock on Billy Kay, and that's it. What happened to Sasha and Bayley there? Must have been something during the commercial or something. What the heck happened to Sasha and Bayley? Weren't they part of this match? Sasha got jacked up by that what was it? It was like a backpack knee buster that Peyton pulled off on her, and then Bayley just disappeared. Oh my goodness! And Charlotte attacks Asuka after the match.
The champion. Almost forgetting upstaged.
Okay, she might be a little bit closer to the heel side of things. Hearing that Velcro.
You still haven't beat me.
Hey. La 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 la. Dang. Hearing that Velcro rip. It's just a sign of the times, man. Sign of the times. So Charlotte still gets to kind of stand tall after this. And she technically did win that match because her tag team won. So Charlotte got a win and stood tall.
After he joined us last week with an interview that was interrupted by his son Dominic.
Oh boy. Still playing Charlotte's music in the background. Woo! Okay, Sasha, you gotta go. Everybody's gotta go. They're gonna replay the promo.
If you know Rey Mysterio as well
I
as
found
I
a
know
undercover
Rey Mysterio,
TNT shout out
too humble, too modest.
in
I know it's going to be very
in
difficult for Rey.
in the what was it? In the Rey Mysterio video last week when he was sitting there with Dominic, he had a poster behind him that was from him when he was on Nitro. Oh my goodness. Yo, burn it down. Big Rudd is burning. Is heating up. Is heating up. He's on fire. Is it the shoes? Big Rudd, thank you very much. Yeah, see, look, right behind him here in this scene.
He's barely even a human being.
There's a TNT poster right behind Rey Mysterio here.
Rollins, you're a man of scripture. An eye for an eye.
They got a little AEW TNT shout out on Raw.
with Seth Rollins. Murphy and Austin Theory, the loyal disciples, so proud of what their Monday Night Messiah is accomplishing. Humberto Carrillo has come to ringside to try and help.
All right, so they're showing us what's happened so far with the Rey Mysterio. Gosh, what can I call it? Rey Mysterio saga. NBA Jam, yep. Gangsta knows. Yep, Aleister Black able to pull off the pin on Seth. Seems like Black has cooled off so much. Yeah, ever since they stuck all these other people on him. I guess they just couldn't figure out how to keep him interesting in their mind if all he's doing is just fighting people over and over again. I could think of a lot of ways, but I don't know if they could. You probably know Charlotte Flair wants to compete for the men's title. Rumors? No, I don't. I don't read rumors, spoilers, or dirt sheets, and I ask people not to bring them in here either. So I mean, you can read them all you want, but don't bring rumors in here, because it ruins the hype of wrestling, man. It ruins surprises.
And Rollins stomps out Aleister Black. There is nothing Seth Rollins will not do to ensure the progression of this movement.
What about Dudley? Did you see Dudley? Where's Dudley?
Well, it was last week's emotional interview with Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic that left the WWE
Seth
universe
versus Dudley.
with more
Oh,
questions than
who's
answers
winning?
as uncertainty
They made him
surrounds
switch
the
up his
long-term
posters.
effects of that gruesome eye injury inflicted by Seth Rollins. Well, Rey Mysterio will join us here tonight for a follow-up interview here on Raw.
Uh-oh. They made him switch that poster behind him. Uh-oh. Seth is here. Rey Mysterio is going to join us later for an interview. Wonder what he's going to say. Seth has joined us, guys. He is here, and he's wearing a suit. He's the man in black. He's going to hit us with the flashy thing. We're going to forget all about Raw. You keep thinking it's Bayley. Yeah, it does sound like Bayley's theme. Seth in his suit. So funny. Why is he not wearing a robe? He's supposed to be like a new age cult leader type of guy. Now he sits down at the table.
Gentlemen, waiting for this all week long to talk to Rey Mysterio. I would not.
Oh my goodness, Seth.
World. Hi, Rey.
Hi, Rey. Oh, he's actually going to be part of the interview.
What a son of a bitch.
Well, that was interesting and to the point. Jeez, Rey. What's going on? Comes the father from Far Cry. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Will Smith should be doing Seth's theme. Yeah, I used to like that too. Gangsta. I still live that way. I just it's difficult to dodge all the spoilers and stuff and all the rumors, but I've gotten increasingly better at it. It's just so much more fun when you don't know what's gonna happen. Because when you do know what's gonna happen, it's like it's like you're watching, but you're watching with a checklist. You know, it's like if the whole time you're watching the Avengers movie, you're like, okay, Captain America is gonna throw his shield, and you're watching the whole time waiting for him to throw his shield instead of paying attention and seeing how all this other hype stuff is going on. You're just waiting for that to happen, and then you're like, Black Widow is gonna shoot at somebody, and you're watching the whole movie with this checklist, like, oh yeah, did it happen yet? Did it happen yet? That's what it's like when you read spoilers and dirt sheets and all the rumors and stuff. You end up just sitting there waiting for what you heard to happen instead of completely enjoying what you're watching and listening and paying attention. John Wick, yeah, John Wick is awesome. Yeah, that's kind of what his suit reminds me of, John Wick. That's a good observation right there, John Wick. Oh, dude, everybody would go crazy. You know, when I see something I like, I want to watch it. I don't want to have a checklist. It's like having a girlfriend and being like, all right, at 5 o'clock, you're gonna hold my hand. Man, I'm so glad I have a girlfriend. Check. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Here's my hand. Who wants that? Spontaneity and heartfelt shows of affection and things like that are what makes relationships better. Not address books and schedules. Shield reunion tonight? How would they do that? Bring out CM Punk, Cassius Ohno. Dang, they don't have either of those. Well, actually, they kind of have CM Punk. Now, CM Punk wasn't supposed to be a member. I think I've heard that they talked about having CM Punk as a member of the Shield, but I think I might be mixing that up. But I know Cassius Ohno was originally supposed to be in the Shield. What's the main event tonight? Don't know. Don't know, man. No idea. They surprise us a lot with that. I have no idea. Moxley walked out of AEW. Yeah, right. Dude is sitting so pretty right now. He has to work like once every 2 weeks. Never has to fight. Is the world champion. Why would you walk out of that situation? Where would you go? Go to New Japan? He can't even go to New Japan right now, can he? I don't think he can even fly over there. Ring of Honor? Not going back to WWE.
Greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Nah, Moxley ain't leaving at all. So yeah, Big Nash, I couldn't tell you. Just gonna have to watch and see. Gritty, you hear Sony said they will not release the PS5 if the riots continue. Well, they just probably don't want them getting stolen. I heard that they're back on with the reveal event. The reveal event is happening in 3 days, so I will definitely be streaming during that, guys. You can count on that. All right, we're back.
Ray, first of all, thank you for joining us.
And they stopped Seth's music.
On all of
nice.
our minds is, of course, your damaged eye. Do you have any further medical update after we spoke last Monday?
Really appreciate your concern, Tom. As for my eye, I saw my doctor this morning, and he still doesn't want to make any promises, but the prognosis is promising. My eye is definitely healing, but any further damage to the cornea or an infection is always high risk. You know, Tom, I still don't know when I'll be medically cleared to compete. But when I do, here's a warning. Seth, I'm not gonna wait till the end of the match to hit you with the 619. Oh, no. The second that bell rings, there's a 619 with the name Monday Night Messiah written all over it. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for what you did to me and what you put my family through. I'm gonna kick your ass, Seth.
Whoa. Ray,
Whoa.
you don't understand the power of your words. If you continue to spread these lies about what happened to you, about your sacrifice,
Continue to
Ray,
spread these lies.
you had the opportunity to walk away gracefully after your greatest moment here in WWE. You could walk away a champion, a legend, a hero, but you continue to spread this misinformation. Ray,
Nice, Tobias.
I am a peaceful man. I gave you an opportunity to walk away a legend. I want to give you one more chance.
Uh-oh.
I want to personally invite you and your son Dominic to come to Raw next week.
Oh.
And I hope you come in peace so that I can tell you and show you face to face that the sacrifice that you made was for the greater good.
Enough, Seth, enough. You know damn well that the reason you're inviting me is only because I'm not medically cleared. But I will be cleared soon. And when I am, not just you, but the whole world will know about it. Te haré la vida un infierno, cabrón.
Oh.
Ray, you've got this all wrong.
Dang, he
got this whole
hit him with the
thing
Spanish and
backwards.
everything.
You need to understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, God! Aleister Black out of nowhere with an incredible spear to Seth Rollins. What the heck? Wow.
But we did invent the crust.
Yo, that was like a jump scare. Aleister Black jumps over the announce table from behind the camera, and you just see him come sailing over the camera and spearing Seth. And then they go to commercial. Wow. Dude, that was a heck of a jump scare. What is this? Oh, it's the sun. The sun is making some stripes. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Dudley, you had camouflage? Dudley, you used the sun stripes as camouflage. That was very, very Predator of you. Ta-da, yes, ta-da, Dudley. Yes, you did it. You used the sun stripes to be your camouflage. And you just popped out. That was crazy. Good job, Dudley. High five. Good job. Oh, Dudley, you didn't say hi. Hi, he says hi. All right. Bye, Dudley. Aleister out of nowhere and Dudley out of nowhere. Yeah, that was a pretty good promo right there. Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio. I liked both of their both of what they said there. Seems personal. I like that, dude. I like that. You see, if you don't have a title on the line, you can still make things interesting. And both of these guys are just legendary. Both of these guys are Hall of Famers, that's for sure. Barring any like weird controversy coming out, they're definitely Hall of Famers. You think Dominic is gonna go heel? Man, that'd be crazy. I think they're gonna tell more of like a basic story though. I think Dominic is just gonna end up smashing Seth, helping Rey win the match against Seth, or his with his cronies maybe. Seth will have his Messiah crew with him, and Dominic will take them both down or outsmart them somehow. I don't know. So I think they're gonna tell more of like a straightforward story like that. I'd be a bit more interested though if Dominic did turn on his dad and join the Messiah. That would be crazy. Aleister Black is turning into Randy Orton. Yeah, he's spear out of nowhere over the table. Dom should go heel and bring up the Who's Your Daddy storyline. Oh man. Goodness gracious. That's one heck of an idea. That is definitely one heck of an idea. I could see it. I could dig it. Yep. See the sun is here. You remember when I didn't know what this was, and I'm like, dude, where are these white spots coming from? Why are there white spots on my stream? All right, so we got Humberto Springbordo Carrillo, and okay, so I think Seth is gone now, or is he? Okay, it's Aleister Black and Springbordo Carrillo, the newest little faction.
He came out here and beat him like he was.
All right,
like
let's
his
go.
rep was on.
And now it's Carrillo to start this off
Makes very little sense to me that these two are together like this, but
similar to a match we saw recently here on
what you gonna do?
Carrillo and Black, after that match were the prey of Seth Rollins.
Springboard. What do you know? Here they come.
Thanks to help from his disciples.
Well, what you're seeing
We
from
should count the
Aleister Black,
springboard.
what you're seeing from Humberto Carrillo is a result of the unrest, the vitriol.
Count how many
that Seth
times
Rollins
Humberto
has
springboards in
created
this
here
match.
on Raw.
Is that 2 times? I think we're up to 2 already.
Cover to put away this tag team match with a kick out.
And tremendous athleticism by Theory. I mean, ever since becoming a disciple of Seth Rollins, you have to admit his game has elevated.
Well, how could it not? I mean, think
And
about the way Seth
Austin
Rollins
Theory.
carries himself.
There we
The
go.
audacity of Rollins to come down here to commentary, kick Byron off the
Black is
commentary, and then
Superman.
sit
Yeah,
here for this
Aleister
interview
Black
he
definitely
had with
came
Rey
flying through.
Mysterio. One
How's
of the
Dudley's
hero
Iron
ways I
thing
was
coming
doing
along?
it.
Hey, you let it go, Tom, not me.
It must be going pretty well because he doesn't want me to see it. He doesn't want me to see it.
What a storied rivalry between these two.
You could say in many ways it was Aleister Black that caused Murphy to shift gears in his career and join the side of the Monday Night Messiah.
Oh, thought about the black mass there. Murphy able to.
Ooh, Murphy just starching him with a knee.
And now Murphy trying to set him up for Murphy's Law.
Nice little roll through.
Uh-oh.
Black and a kick out.
I don't know, Connor roll? No. Kind of like a flip through.
Strikes from Aleister Black.
Oh, and Aleister Black with the springboard.
And Aleister Black is feeling it tonight. Uh-oh, this might be over quicker than we think, gentlemen.
Aleister Black wants to
No, Buddy Murphy's not going to let that happen. Okay, no. Austin Theory came in to stop the Black Mass attempt. Just stood straight up with a big boot. Carrillo through the ropes that time. He actually didn't.
Back inside the ring, Murphy tried to surprise Black, and there goes Carrillo.
He went through the ropes. I'm not going to count that.
Kick right to the back of the neck, and down goes Aleister Black. Murphy up top.
Murphy looking to ascend. Oh, wow.
Dang, this is a fast-paced match. Aleister Black
And that is not a good piece
not
of real estate
wanting
to
Murphy
climb.
to go flying at all. Oh my goodness! Step-up knee right to the eyeball.
Murphy is out.
Aleister Black just took out Buddy. Wow, done like that? Goodness gracious. Aleister Black ended this quick. Yo, Rey Mysterio's music is playing?
Is that? Hold on here. Oh, come on. Oh, this is...
It's Seth Rollins in a Rey Mysterio mask. Seth Rollins came out with a Rey Mysterio mask on to Rey's music, and now the jumping has begun. And now the destruction of Aleister and Humberto is happening.
Monday Night Messiah, he's taking his pound of flesh.
Rollins furious at what he called the spreading of misinformation.
The beatdown has begun.
Gonna make an example out of Carrillo. Oh, Aleister Black, the ATL from Theory.
Drink some soda, yeah. Well, you're gonna get lots of bubbly. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. It's a very devastating kick to the side and still getting beat up. Aleister Black is getting destroyed. Seth's hairstyle is all kinds of crazy right now.
Rollins gonna get his pound of flesh.
Rollins in a maniacal state as he unleashes on Aleister.
Tom Phillips just repeated the same line that Samoa Joe just said. Oh my goodness. Murphy's Law. Beautiful move. Murphy's Law. Laid out.
Hang him up so I can talk to him.
An example is being made.
Aleister Black just caught Murphy's Law. What a beautiful finisher. And now they got his arms behind his back, hung up on the top rope.
But unfortunately, Aleister Black hasn't gotten the point yet.
I will make you a sacrifice. Put him down. Put him down.
Well, Aleister.
Come on, come on, come on.
Curb stomp.
With a stomp to Aleister Black.
Right into the mat.
This is what happens.
Talk about
if you wanna
devastation.
be a hero. This is what happens if you want to stand in the way of Seth
Wow.
Rollins.
Yeah, this is Seth Rollins' way.
La, 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 la. I have a big feeling all this is leading to a Survivor Series match. Jeez. We're going to have to watch this for that long? Ugh. I don't think it's got legs like that. That this storyline has got to be close to being over. It has nothing to it. It makes no sense. It's just Alistair continuously being mad at Seth Rollins and getting beat down for it.
His disciples in Rey Mysterio, Alistair Black, and Humberto
I don't think
Carrillo.
the storyline has enough to
right
it
now, let's
to
focus
last
on a
that
saga
long.
that will be at the
I
forefront
hope
this
not.
Sunday
I
at
hope
Backlash.
it doesn't last that long.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Viper, Randy Orton.
Uh-oh.
Randy, this Sunday at Backlash, you will face Edge, and this match could very well be known as the greatest wrestling match ever. So, how do you prepare for such a match that has such high expectations?
Charlie, the only question that I want answered right now is whether or not Edge is going to be the only guest on the Peep Show.
It is my understanding that, yes, he is the only one.
Okay, and that's next, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's next.
Outstanding.
Uh-oh.
Why that look?
Well, Charlie, keep this quiet,
okay.
Just between you and I, but I think there quite possibly could be 2 guests on the Peep Show.
I'm glad she didn't say, "Oh, really? I did not hear this."
Well, I have no idea what Randy Orton is planning.
Yo, Christian's music. Hearing Christian's music on television. That's pretty good. Do I have Christian? Oh, dang, I don't have Christian. That's not good. All right. Well, Randy says that he might know of a second guest. Christian is here. The sun mark looks like a buffalo. It did kind of look like a buffalo, but now it looks like some like tally marks. Kind of like some like how long you've been in jail marks. Yep, Christian is here. It's time for the Peep Show. Up next, actually, after the commercial break. Maybe I have time to get Christian. Let's try. Let's try it out. Yeah, Christian's music is good. Actually, I used to listen to the band that made that music before I even cared about Christian at all. I liked the band that made the music. Let's see. Go. Of course, every picture I find is gonna have him with his shirt off, but he doesn't have his shirt off. Oh well. I should use this one. Let me see. Commercial break time. Time for me to get a picture. Yeah, this will be good. Let's use this one. Although I'm always gonna have to have him over. Whatever. I don't foresee having to use a picture of him very often, so I think it'll work out. Go. You close your eyes. Christian. All right. Not Chris Jericho. I have like 5 pictures of Chris Jericho. All right, there we go. Ta-da! I don't think it needs to be that big. There, that should work. All right. I think it's funny that Hayes didn't do Doc Hendricks because he didn't want to cut his hair. Could have wore a wig. Some people are very particular about their look. It is kind of funny. Christian. There we go. All right. Gotta move him down now. Edge and Christian should host a segment called the Rated R Peep Show. Sounds like they might have some of the censor board looking at that. You think Batista's the hacker? That would be crazy. I don't know about that. I think Batista like super officially retired from wrestling. He's making so much money just showing up to movie sets and handing in, I guess, okay performances and not having to wreck his body in a ring for people who don't really care about him that much, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I think he's done. He had a pretty cool send off with the Triple H match at WrestleMania. I'm not sure he wants to have to go through leaving the WWE again in a cool way. I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool. I'm just not sure that that's what's going on. Oh, he's going to be behind him. Dang it, I thought he was going to be in front of him. All right, I'm just going to put him right there then. All right. I did it, guys. I did it. Just in time for the commercial to be over.
We are back here on...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think Dudley's the hacker. Big Rud's the hacker. It's secretly Gold Dust. Ay, ay, ay. It's got to be Ali, man.
Let's get right to it.
It's got to be Ali.
My guest tonight on the Peep Show, ahead of what might be the greatest wrestling match ever, the rated R superstar, Edge.
Here he comes. I like how much effort that WWE has been putting into their product recently. Like, they got outdoor segments, they got mist, they got spots going through this plexiglass. Like, they the in your house stage last night, the parking lot backlot brawl, all the cinematic matches they pulled off, all the like the corporate tower Money in the Bank match. They've really been upping the amount of effort they put in, not just dragging out the same old stage all the time and just being like, oh, it's the pay-per-view. Look, we changed the background. We changed the video on in the background. Here we go.
You know how excited I was for your return to the ring after 9 long years, after coming back from a career-ending injury, and how genuinely happy I was for you at
Jason Jordan, that would be
big
awesome.
Moment at WrestleMania. But I have to be honest with you. Right now at this point, I think you're running on fumes.
Dang. Talking that trash. He does still got it. Dang, Edge with a look of just contemplation. He's like, yo, what do you mean? Why would you say this to me? Edge is just speechless.
The greatest wrestling match ever. I don't even think you could pull that off in your prime.
Oh. Yo. Yeah, Jason Jordan.
We're best friends.
JJ Jordan.
Be brutally honest with each other here, right?
Talking that trash.
Right?
Whose man is this? Whose man is this?
High, lofty expectations.
I love it.
And if you think for 1 second that you can live up to that, you're lying to yourself.
Oh, dang. Yo, what's up with this trash talk?
And I don't think that you can handle the pressure.
You know what? Why don't you just pump the brakes right now, okay?
Oh, he's like, oh, you better chill out.
Have you ever thought what it's like to be in my shoes right now? Huh?
Tell him, Edge.
Have you ever thought what I'm going through emotionally when I haven't had a straight-up wrestling match, no bells and whistles, for 9.5 years? And not only that, now it's being called the greatest wrestling match ever. Do you know what that feels like? It's the equivalent of being dropped at the bottom of Mount Everest, saying, you got no crew, you got no gear, now climb it. Just do it, go. So pardon me if this Edge is a little bit different. If this Edge has some self-doubt. This isn't the same Edge that used to look you in the eye every night to give you confidence when you were so nervous you didn't know if you could go out there before every one of our tag team matches.
Uh-oh, they're getting personal.
Pardon me if this Edge has some self-doubt, because he's about to face a guy in Randy Orton at Backlash who has been here for those 9.5 years and is firing on every cylinder. And I don't even know how many cylinders I still have left under the hood.
Excuses. That's what I'm hearing right now. Excuses.
He's testing him. That's what he's doing. He's his friend. He's just testing Edge. He's trying to see if he does have it left in him.
What did you think was going to happen when you came back, huh? You were just going to come back and give him a greatest hits? Huh? You're going to hit a spear here, hit a spear there, flash a smile and go home? Did you think that's what was going to happen here? Huh?
This is what any good friend should do for you.
Where's the belief? I know somebody that used to believe in you more than anyone.
Me?
And that was your mom.
Oh.
She was there for every one of your big matches, for all of your title wins. She was sitting right there at ringside. And if you don't think she's going to be sitting there for this one, then you're wrong. You know she is. So let me put it to you like this, Adam. If Edge isn't going to show up at Backlash, then step through these ropes and go home right now.
Dang, he's crying. Edge has tears in his eyes. Wow.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. There's those eyes. We believe in you. We saw something at WrestleMania. We saw something that you've never done before. When you locked Randy Orton, he's never seen it either. When you locked him in that submission, you put him down. You have the anti-venom. We have confidence in you. We think you can do this. We think you're as good now as you've ever been. We think you can win. We think you can have the greatest wrestling match ever.
Edge, Christian, I am begging you both to please shut the hell up.
Uh-oh, Randy's on the Titantron.
To both of you spew these words out of your mouth any longer, I'm going to be sick to my stomach. We think. All I'm hearing right now is what you two think and not what you actually know. Edge, you made one guarantee for this match between you and I this Sunday at Backlash. And that guarantee, Edge, was that you were going to try. And I think that is absolutely pathetic. The expectations on this match are astronomical. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you don't live up to those expectations? Huh? I am going to embarrass you. I am going to humiliate you. I'm going to take every ounce of passion, every ounce of grit away from you until you, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, are a broken man who is forced to be sent back home where he belongs with his wife, Beth, and his daughters, his beautiful little baby girls, Lyric and Ruby and Edge. All because at this Sunday at Backlash, in the greatest wrestling match ever, the redemption of Edge is over.
Oh, dang. Is it really? And they go back to Edge and he's got, I don't know, is it a kind of scared look? I always thought Edge should play a
No, it's not.
Shaggy in a Scooby-Doo movie. Uh-oh.
Yes, we can.
Oh boy. And now Edge is walking out. I thought he was gonna go find him. Thought we were gonna get a backstage brawl or something. But no, Edge is just walking out. Yeah, that was epic. The perfect 10 bits from Big Rud. Big Rud has been lighting it up, man. The Big Rud machine. Not the Big Red machine, the Big Rud machine. Goodness gracious, man. Thank you so much for all your contributions today. Support. Support, man. Thank you very much for the support.
And the countdown
Now they're advertising, well, not advertising, but they're showing us what happened last Monday to MVP, catching the Claymore. That was a good promo.
Look who's there for the
very, very good segment. I agree.
Bobby Lashley, this devastating full Nelson applied to Drew McIntyre as Monday Night Raw went off the air.
Yeah. Drew got messed up.
As you can see, things are quickly heating up in the WWE Championship picture between Bobby Lashley and champion Drew McIntyre. And here to provide a little bit of insight, please welcome MVP.
They do look like twins.
MVP, could you offer some
MVP.
perspective as to what exactly happened when Bobby Lashley put Drew McIntyre in that full Nelson?
Charlie, if you would like an in-depth breakdown of the immobilizing, debilitating, excruciating full Nelson that Lashley will use on Drew McIntyre at Backlash to take the WWE title this Sunday, you'll have to tune into the VIP lounge later tonight, where Lashley is my exclusive guest. But what I can tell you is...
What was that?
The hell? Hey, man, what you doing?
It's our truth.
Trying to do an interview? Yes. Hey, what's up, dog? Yo, anybody asks you, you ain't seen me. I beat Robin Gronk for the 24/7, 1287, 7-11 trophy last week, dog.
Trophy.
So it's best he don't know I ain't here, you know what I'm saying? Go hide over here. Man, you are a clown, man. Clown? Yeah, but just look out for me, dog. I'm gonna look out for you right now.
Oh, God. Yo, Bobby Lashley from behind. Bobby just destroying our truth. Now pin him and get the 24/7 title. Get a ref.
Domino's is serious about food safety.
How come nobody ever wants this title? Like nobody with like, I mean, I respect our truth, but you know what I'm talking about. Like nobody with like an ounce of actual widespread, devastating respect ever goes for this title. Like they just destroy the guy who has it and then they just walk away. You should have just pinned him just to get it. Robin Gronk. Yeah, I like it. Robin Gronk. Great. Did you see there? No, I did not see that. I did not see that one hit. Where'd you see that at? You got official word from the WWE on that? You got a tweet from the WWE? Got a tweet from her? Where are you seeing that? All right, hang on. I'll be right back. Hang out with Dudley for a second. All right. I have returned. It is time. Yeah, watch the video on her Twitter. It's on her Twitter? Oh. It's creepy. Well, that would be a good reason for her to have just kind of disappeared from television for a while. All right, they're showing us a replay of what happened. We are back.
And it was Bobby Lashley who would attack Truth from behind. The full Nelson locked in. R-Truth was helpless at the hands of the Almighty.
Dang, Bobby Lashley's been very mean to R-Truth. Nope, gotta mute that. Bobby Lashley has been very mean to R-Truth recently. That is so unbecoming. MVP's VIP Lounge. Special guest Bobby Lashley tonight on Raw. Let's see what's going to happen there. The Viking Raiders, aren't they supposed to have a package thing? The Decathlon? What?
This may be the stout-hearted duo of Eric and Ivar, but if they can't.
So what? They're going to do the Decathlon and then they're going to... What? And then they're going to fight... What? That's not... That makes no sense.
Next in this rivalry, it is a decathlon.
Oh, okay. That makes no sense, man. So not only are they going to do the VIP lounge, but they're also going to have a fight tonight?
Of anything you can do,
weird.
We can do better.
Weird stuff.
Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins took an early 1-0 lead, schooling the Viking Raiders on the basketball court. But the raid was quickly back on as Eric and Ivar routed the Profits in axe throwing. The two teams next hit the links, both full-size and miniature, where the Street Profits scored a hole-in-one. Down 2-1.
These guys are nuts.
The Viking Raiders broke out all the stops at bowling.
Actually have had fun with this, though.
An angry waitress. A happy waitress.
A happy waitress.
And even Air Ivar on their way to tying the score at 2-2. Which brings us to tonight.
Let's go.
This, and we have ourselves a decathlon.
The anything you can do, we can do better decathlon.
Here we go. Earlier today.
What's with the cutlery?
Sword fighting is one of the 5 Viking events. Sword fighting? Not dangerous. Sword fighting? Relax, my loud prophet friend. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, God.
My bad, fam.
The Street Profits
My bad, fam.
1600-meter dash.
1600-meter dash. Montez Ford versus Ivar. Montez is just smoking him. He lapped him. He lapped him twice. And now he's running around him.
The Viking Raiders select archery.
Oh my goodness. Montez lapped him twice. Oh my goodness.
You're up, fam. Focus. Come on, fam.
Archery.
On the target, baby.
Oh, he shot a dude. Montez shot some dude in the shoe. In the foot. I mean, not Montez, Angelo. Angelo just shot a dude in the foot with an arrow. Wish the Usos would be fighting. One of them's injured, Miguel. Flip cup. What the heck is that? I've never seen this before. Angelo Dawkins. Oh my goodness. And Ivar just smashed the table in half.
That's a good game. The Viking Raiders select sword fighting.
Oh, they're actually going to do sword fighting? Oh no.
Nope, I'm sorry, man. I forfeit.
He gives up. He's like, nah, man. You can have this one.
What's a forfeit?
The Street Profits select hurdles.
Wow. Oh! This is funny, man. Ivar's running through the hurdles.
went through all the hurdles. No, you're supposed to go over the hurdle. You're supposed to go over.
He didn't break a single one.
The Viking Raiders select stick fighting.
Ooh, baby, we are ready.
Man, this coming from a dude that forfeited.
Come on, man. You know I would go, but I'm lactose intolerant. Let's go. Yes.
What is this?
Here we go.
Stick fighting. Oh my goodness. Well, Angelo just took a milk bath. He lost. Oh no.
The Street Profits select
Both of them
dance
got
off.
tossed in the milk.
Hit my music.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm cute. They have to do a dance off. Montez is trying to break it down right now. And he's doing his finest Shawn Michaels impression. What is going on?
Hit the music.
Uh-oh, Ivar. The Fandango. Oh my goodness. Fandango. Yeah. That's why the Usos aren't fighting. There's an injury going on. It's one of the sad parts. Sad parts of wrestling. It's definitely not fake. Profits win.
Dog, come on, man. That's how we roll.
Did the Profits win?
Vikings?
Vikings? What?
You are cute.
Because you're cute. Not so much.
Not so much.
Aww.
And you too. Think.
Nah, fam, that's because of the goat milk, man. It's the
Goat's milk.
dog. It's the goat's milk.
Profits win. Profits win. They're ahead 4-3.
We still won.
The Viking Raiders select
Shot put. Dude, they probably had so much fun filming these. Ooh. Dude, almost the edge of the whole thing.
We can do better.
Ooh, yo, he did throw it further. Angelo Dawkins threw it further than Eric.
The Viking Raiders select turkey leg eating.
Turkey leg eating contest. Ooh, that sounds like a delicious. There's no such thing as gritty in a basket.
Hey, I need some hot sauce with this, man.
Dang, they definitely won that one. I love turkey legs, dude. If you get a good hot turkey leg, have you guys ever been to a Renaissance festival where they have those like hot, fresh turkey legs? They're all smoky and delicious. Ooh, I love them. Pole vaulting. Montez is crazy. Oh my goodness. Raise the bar. Air Ivar? Oh my goodness. Ivar's going for the pole vault now. He's gonna snap this pole in half. What? He did it with a front flip. What? Yo, he did it. He did it. Hickory smoked. Yeah, dude. Heck yes. 5-5.
So I gotta say, you had a great idea for the Decathlon last week on Raw.
Yo, Apollo's got a brand new theme song.
That probably should have made it more of a odd evented type.
Oh, is it going to be a weekly thing with the United States Open Challenge? So I guess they tied. Guys. Apollo's got a brand new theme. Maybe they've seen enough. Dude, maybe. Big Rud's like, he's seen enough. Rudd, the Rudner Taker. Thank you so much, man. Another 11 bits, man. He's chipping away at this life bar over here. I don't know if Game Maker's gonna survive the onslaught of Big Red. Tired of seeing Street Profits and Viking Raiders. Are you? You'd rather see them wrestle the same matches every week? I'd much rather have them out here doing comedic things that we can't anticipate. It gets boring seeing the Viking Raiders just tossing around local talent all day. What else are they gonna do? Let's get Montez out of here. So looks like Apollo has a brand new theme song. That's pretty cool. Oh, and he's got a promo too.
I
He's
just
loving
gotta
it.
say, I am so excited to defend my
Finally a new
United
theme.
States
Yep.
Championship
Cameron, what's up, dude?
at Backlash against the winner of
Cameron.
this triple threat
Off the house.
between Angel Garza, Andrade, and Kevin Owens. Boys.
Uh-oh.
Because Andrade didn't want to wait.
I'm gonna have to sing the songs now. Yes, Apollo, brand new theme. And here comes Zelina and her. I guess we were calling them AAA, but now there's one of them missing. So what are we gonna call them now? Double A? Double A batteries? The double A of battery. How about that? The double A of battery. Oh, and here comes Kevin Owens. Oh my goodness. Kevin Owens destroying both Andrade and Angel Garza.
Kevin Owens takes out Andrade. Yeah, this match is every man for himself, but over the last couple weeks, Kevin Owens has had to deal with both Andrade and Angel Garza by himself. And now Kevin Owens sending Andrade.
Oh my goodness, Andrade into the barricade.
This is a turnabout. This is revenge, gentlemen.
You're absolutely right. Retaliation from KO. Who will earn a United States title opportunity?
Oh, so the winner. Okay, so the winner of this will face Apollo at Backlash. So it's going to be a triple threat between Andrade, Kevin Owens, and Angel Garza.
Greatest WWE's ever seen. When I think of being the best, it's not who I am right now, it's who I can be.
This Friday, the phenomenal AJ Styles, the unstoppable Daniel Bryan in a
Unstoppable Daniel Bryan?
Intercontinental Championship.
One way to put it.
Heading into WWE Backlash, who will be crowned the new Intercontinental Champion. Friday Night SmackDown. This Friday, 8/7 Central, only on Fox.
Dude, that's going to be one heck of a match. Yeah, what happens? All right, we got the triple threat. Who do you think is going to be challenging for the United States title at Backlash, guys? Who do you think is going to win this match and move on? Who do you got? I can't believe that these two are going to fight each other, though. I can't believe that Angel Garza and Andrade are actually going to fight each other in this match. I know it's for a contendership, but you'd think they would form a plan at least to destroy Kevin Owens and then fight amongst themselves after Kevin is like buried under a desk or something. Interesting. Nope, see, Griff, I cannot. You're going to have to go over to YouTube if you're having issues because it didn't give me quality options today. If you're having any issues, you guys will have to go to the YouTube channel and watch it there because that's the only place where there's quality options right now. Twitch did not give them to us today. You think Angel Garza is going to win it? Elijah says Angel Garza. We Rub says Andrade. You guys got to make your predictions before the match is over. Dude, I could see any of these three at Backlash. Probably, I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens. I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens because I don't think he even got his opportunity that he was supposed to get last time. Remember, Apollo challenged him, but I don't think he got. No, he didn't get the full fight. I think that would be awesome, and it would definitely put a little bit more legitimacy on this Apollo Crews title run. I mean, beating Andrade is no joke, okay? But beating Kevin Owens and beating Andrade in the same title run, now that would bring a little bit more prestige to Apollo's run so far. Him beating Garza's good, don't get me wrong, but I think if they really want to put a stamp on this title run of Apollo, that would be probably the best thing for them to do. I don't think Apollo's gonna lose this title anytime soon. I think they're gonna probably ride it out for a while, especially with the whole Black Lives Matter thing going on. They probably don't want to seem insensitive of that. Plus, Apollo's money, dude. He's not great on promos really. He's good in the ring. It's only auto and 1080. Yeah, that's why I was saying you got to go to YouTube if you need to change the quality options because you're having problems. You got to go to the YouTube, man. No, I cannot restart the stream. Absolutely cannot, because it'll mess stuff up, and there's no guarantee that it will work either. It'll flip the YouTube video all the way off, and I'll have to remake the whole stream, and that would take me like a good 8 to 9 minutes. So we'd just be offline for 8 to 9 minutes just so I can possibly get quality options, and it might not even work.
Oh, the Jackals are feasting.
We are back. Zelina at ringside.
Similar to what we saw earlier tonight on the women's side. No countouts, no disqualifications.
Yep, no rules.
Man to gain pinfall or submission will earn the title.
So unfortunately not, man. You got to go to the YouTube channel.
Wisely, some would say, jump Garza and Andrade before this match started.
Oh, it's absolutely a wise strategy. I mean, let's face it, it's a 2-on-1 endeavor.
Can somebody relay what I'm saying? I don't want to have to type this whole message. Can you guys tell him what I just said? Because obviously he can't hear me right now. Can you guys tell him what I just said, please? Can you guys help me out so I don't have to sit here and type all day?
Double back elbow now. Andrade.
Please, moderators, help me moderate. Help me with a little bit of the work that I got to do here.
Nearly went the match. And a kick out.
Angel Garza nearly lost this match because he's worried about his wardrobe. Isn't that something?
Oh. And now Joe, at times working together, but both superstars obviously trying to get the championship opportunity.
I mean, this is the great quandary that they're facing right now. I mean, obviously they both want to take out Kevin
They're
Owens,
destroying Kevin Owens. Nice. This is smart. I'm glad they're actually going after Kevin Owens.
What would I do? Well, I would probably I would probably ambush my my good compatriot and pummel him profusely onto the ground until I got the ball.
God, you haven't done that to Byron yet.
You know, like a fatal four-way. It basically is, because she can do whatever she wants. Zelina can get involved. It won't be a disqualification.
Now look at this. Kevin Owens just keeps fighting.
And we know Kevin Owens is going to keep on swinging, keep on trying to give himself a chance. But right now it's an uphill battle against Andrade.
WWE shirts are low grade now, have zero creativity. I don't know about that, man. I've seen some pretty good ones recently. We've seen Caden Carter's new shirt. Pretty dang cool. They took their time. There are some that are whack. I'll give you that. Well, not whack, but very low creativity. I've seen some, yes. But it's like they have to be interested in you, or they'll give you just some ho-hum, Gennaro stuff.
I would indeed make that argument, of course, assuming
I know what you mean. There are some very generic ones, but they also do a pretty dang good job with athletes that it seems like they're actually interested in their look.
And to the right leg, Andrade takes down Owens.
It is a daunting task for Kevin Owens to try to
Switch the GOAT. Yeah, until you can't have quality options, then what is it? You're sitting there watching a black screen.
And that's something we don't appreciate enough about Andrade. The fact that he is a supreme ring strategist. He's always aware.
Oh, for the title? Not yet, man. Gotta give Apollo some wins, some actual wins first. Gotta build up his title reign. You can't start throwing him in multi-man defenses and stuff. Because it doesn't put the focus on his reign itself. It's just like, oh, he got the pin at the end. It doesn't make him like doesn't make him the story there. If that makes any sense. It's like,
I'm sure you have, Byron. Garza and Andrade Continuing to wear down KO, perhaps.
How do I put it?
Him entirely.
It's the reason they don't have like 3 basketball teams playing each other at the same time, you know? The reason they don't have like 3 baseball teams playing each other at the same time is because you got to find out who's the best there. You want to add the prestige to one or the other. You start throwing them in multi-man title defenses, it takes the focus off of his title reign. Later on, yeah. Later on down the road, but this is like the beginning of his reign. They gotta build, make him look like a big deal by himself. Oh no! Oh, it's breaking down. Angel Garza and Andrade have their allegiance is thrown to the wind, and now, oh my goodness, Angel Garza made the headbang on the plexiglass by Andrade, and now Kevin Owens is. You can tell he's probably healing up in the ring. Oh, Zelina gets clocked. Zelina gets knocked down. I would love to see the match, yes, but just not yet.
Burger King disguised.
Oh man, Zelina got clocked and she's still down.
What if I told you you just ate a Whopper from Burger
What if I just told you ate a Whopper from Burger King? I could probably tell immediately because Burger King has like a very particular taste to their burgers, man. Zelina, yeah, she got smashed on the outside. Slobs. Unfollow Gritty. Yeah, sure. Just go to the YouTube channel, man. Have every single option over there. You could chill in the chat here and watch over on YouTube. You could just have 2 devices and it'll just be like you're on Twitch as it is, but you'll actually be able to see me. You know? Really simple, easy fix, man. If you love the chat here, but you can't see me, then just go to where you can see me and keep the chat open. I'm a problem solver, guys. I'm a problem solver. Seems like a pretty easy fix to me. I know, man. But maybe they upgraded their formula at Burger King or something. It's not that I don't like Burger King. It's just it does have a very particular taste to their Whoppers. You know, you could tell. I do know OBS and slot. Oh yes, yeah, okay. The thing with what's going on right now is literally just Twitch. I have not dropped 1 frame. Our broadcast has been going off without a hitch. Supremely clean and pristine right now. So I know that if anyone's experiencing issues, I'm actually surveying both streams to make sure as well, because I know that things can happen between the 2. I'm not saying if one works, the other is going to work perfectly. So I'm constantly observing and figuring out if anything is going wrong with the stream, because I'm making a concerted effort to improve the quality of my streams and my gameplay uploads and footage that I'm producing for you guys as a real effort. Oh my goodness. Yo. The big dog. We got brand new big dog? Hang on a second. Where's my... Oh, I don't even have it open. Oops. Alright, hang on a second. Give you a shout out for that. Yeah, I'm working behind the scenes to improve everything, man. One thing at a time, here or there. The 1080p gameplay footage now. The upload speed, I've actually upped the bit rate so that it doesn't have massive pixelation when there's a lot of motion on the screen, things like that. Went to stereo sound, so that when we play horror games or anything like that, you guys will be able to hear what direction the scares are coming from, or the footsteps, or a twig snapping in the forest. Just doing a massive overhaul to upgrade the amount of quality I'm producing for you guys here. So I hope you like it. Plus upgrading the vibrance on a lot of the older layouts, older things that I'm doing that I've already photoshopped and made. Who is that? That was Madden Mobile Gaming. Thank you, Madden Mobile Gaming. And also thank you to Dante Duncan and Workshop Collection, who recently subscribed as well. What is up? What is up? Thank you, guys. Workshop Collection, Dante Duncan, and Madden Mobile Gaming. Madden Mobile Gaming is the newest member of the Big Dog Squad.
This match certainly took a turn before the commercial break. This was on the outside. Andrade and Garza were bickering and fighting, and incidental contact took down Zelina Vega.
As Zelina tried to calm the tensions between Andrade and Angel Garza.
Angel Garza and Andrade are back in the ring fighting with Kevin Owens, but Angel Garza is down.
This was caused by Garza and Andrade.
They took Zelina out. Zelina, she got walked to the back.
Zelina Vega at ringside. How are Angel Garza and Andrade going to fare?
Well, these gentlemen are worried about gluing themselves back together after that mega senton by Kevin Owens.
Moments ago here, as we were showing you what happened.
Oh my goodness.
All that weight crashed
Backpack senton by
Angel Garza, the
Kevin Owens, destroying both men with one fell swoop. Kevin Owens cannonball senton to the corner, smashing Andrade, and now handing out another one to Garza and doing another one. Oh, Andrade able to just move at the last moment.
Looking to strike.
Ooh, double knees to his own partner and Kevin Owens. Dang, they really want this United States title.
And everybody gets one.
And one by Owens.
Kevin Owens has two targets to choose from. Which one is he gonna
Oh my
hit?
goodness. Kevin Owens up top, both men down. Frog splash right on top of Andrade. No, Andrade able to kick out.
The United States champion Apollo Crews looking on. He was thrilled.
Apollo rubbing his title, watching in the back.
For the United States Championship Sunday at Backlash.
And your house was so good. It was, man. Wasn't it?
His worth as United States champion. He will
Such
do
a
so
good,
against one
such
of
a
these
good
three
thing.
men.
Such a good event they put on.
Pop
up powerbomb? No. Andrade able to hop over it. Oh, Judas effect. Judas effect from Andrade clocks Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens able to kick out. Yeah, it was awesome. Judas effect, yep.
Limited window of opportunity he has to put Kevin Owens away.
You know, watching this contest right now, one has to wonder if Apollo.
It's a very effective move, man. I remember when
I don't think there's any questioning that.
Chris Jericho was first talking about how he was going to have a new finisher, and he showed what it was. People were like, man, I don't know, that looks whack. I'm like, dude, what would happen to you if that happened to you?
For one of the biggest prizes in WWE.
Do you really think that would not hurt? You're not even expecting it. You see a guy turn to the side, and all of a sudden, the side of your head blacks out. Oh, Angel Garza, Andrade just trading thunderous slaps, forearms, clotheslines. Holy moly.
It's a competitive environment.
Oh, knee lift right to the chin. Both men over the top rope. Garza might have hit his head on the apron on the way down. Both men to the outside now. Or all. Oh, never mind. Kevin Owens is in the ring. I was going to say all three of them. It was a great pay-per-view. Catch it back up with full on. Yeah, especially when you can't expect it, you know. That's what makes it the worst, is that you don't even see it coming. You just see the guy turn, and you're like, oh, he's going that way, and then you're done. That's one of the most devastating things about it, is that you can't see it coming until it's too late. Can't even, like, tense up and guard yourself. It's a devastating move, man. Oh, goodness. Whoa. That basement drop kick by Angel Garza to the left leg of Kevin Owens, and now he's wrenching backwards on it. Kevin Owens trying to sprawl, trying to get a rope. I don't know why, though, because that won't break this up. It's a triple threat match. There are no rope breaks. They better not call this a rope break.
Just barely
there are no rope breaks in triple threats.
The official calls for a breakup of the submission, and now Garza is
why?
Kevin Owens.
No rope breaks in a triple threat.
Kevin Owens has other plans.
I guess there are now. Stunner. Garza gets stunned.
Andrade breaks it up. Andrade at the last moment. Cover on his tag.
Wow, Andrade gets it. Andrade kicked Kevin Owens out of the way and just steals the pin. Wow, Andrade gets it. Wow, so Andrade versus Apollo at Backlash. Dude, he did everything. He did everything he could. I guess you can get a rope break in triple threat matches now? I didn't know that. Is that true? It's a little odd. Apollo versus Andrade for the billionth time. Yeah. What is this? It like the fourth time? Because he fought him when he got hurt before the for the United States title. So he got hurt. He came back. Didn't he fight him again? He fought him again because he got the title off of Andrade. And I thought he fought him again too. I thought he fought him and then he got the title the third time. I might be wrong. This is gonna be the third or fourth time we've seen it in the last like 2 months. I like that. Very Edge-like win. Yeah, he definitely swooped in. I'll give that about a 3 maybe. I don't know. I'll give it a 3. I'll give that match about a 3 out of 5. And now they're showing us what happened earlier between Charlotte and Asuka.
Momentum towards Backlash, but then this after the fact.
Yeah.
To be upstaged by her now.
Where Charlotte attacked
partner.
Asuka.
Remember, still to come tonight, Charlotte Flair goes one-on-one with Asuka.
Oh yeah.
Ladies
Dang, they didn't cancel that match. I thought they canceled that match.
Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte is here.
Charlotte, it's certainly been an eventful 24 hours for the Queen. You've already competed tonight. You have a match scheduled against Asuka still to come. And last night at NXT,
that's weird they didn't cancel that. I thought it just turned into that.
You lost the NXT women.
Andrade won clean.
I did not lose. I was
don't know
not pinned, nor did I submit. And it's always a busy 24 hours, sweetie, when you're the queen. And that's the difference between being a Flair and everyone else. I was raised to respect.
You don't want to see Drew versus
woman,
Bobby Lashley,
you have to beat
Cameron?
The woman.
You're not hyped for that, at least? I would say out of all of Backlash, that's one match that I really am wanting to see. And I kind of want to see the Edge match, just to see what they pull off.
She tried to steal
I
my
wouldn't
moment.
say I'm extremely excited for a whole lot of the matches. Oh boy.
Asuka. Do you ever take anything serious? Ever?
Hype level is 7. Yeah.
I do.
I hope they bring it to, oh my goodness. Asuka with the slap and just walks away from Charlotte. I think Charlotte is like, they're so lucky to have her. They're so lucky to have her. She's not the best on the mic, but she just has that, like, she seems like perfect for the job, like perfect for the time that it is, and just the, I don't know, she seems like you created her for this. Like if you made well, not you, but like if I made a character to be like the perfect next thing in a women's division or a women's revolution or whatever, she's the daughter of Ric Flair. She's super cocky, super confident, capable. She's such like, I don't know, it's like they cut her out of some book of like, yo, this would be a great wrestling character, and just put her on the screen. She's definitely not that great at promos, but I don't know. WWE is for everyone, man. It's for everyone. You as well, because you're actually on YouTube searching live streams, so you must actually like wrestling, right? So I think it's for you too. It's for loser trolls too, apparently. Giving Charlotte a 7.5 out of 10 in the ring. Yeah, I don't think she's perfect at all. She messes up a lot of her moonsaults to the ring. I don't think I've seen her hit a good moonsault in the ring in like months. She always overshoots, lands on her feet and then lays on the person. So I don't know. I'd probably take the inside of the ring moonsault out for a while until she, I don't know, practices up and starts hitting it. But she does pretty well to the outside of the ring. And then there are some just weird miscommunication spots where I think maybe she sometimes it just looks like she, I don't know what to call it. Maybe just overestimates how quickly her opponent is going to get to a certain spot that she's calling. Looks like she might expect a little bit faster out of people. I think that'd probably be it. I think that's what she does. I think that's probably what it is. Which is understandable. I've done the same thing in basketball. Sometimes you're expecting somebody to cut. You know, you're expecting somebody to cut to the hoop, so you throw the pass in anticipation, like they're doing a little shake, and you can see they're about to go back door, and then you throw the ball where you think they're gonna be, and then the ball just goes out of bounds because the guys didn't cut. So it happens everywhere, dude. I've seen Michael Jordan do it. It's just you're over anticipating what another person's gonna do. So some of it's miscommunication, but it's gonna happen in any sport. Uh-oh.
You okay?
Zelina Vega's backstage, and she does not look happy.
You okay?
She just points back. She's like, keep walking. Zelina holding her neck.
Paradise for Zelina Vega and her associates.
Yeah,
I like it.
However, able to score a United States title opportunity this Sunday against.
Oh my goodness! No! Do not play that song. It's basically a natural, yeah. She's a good hand, dude. No, she's way above that. If you ever go back and watch any of these women's matches from even like 8 years ago or 10 years ago, you'll see that she's definitely above and beyond
match ever
a good hand.
Edge and Randy Orton this Sunday at Backlash. And like Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, I know a thing or two about competing in a great wrestling match. I've always believed a lot of things go into a great wrestling match, but I think chemistry might be the most important.
Yeah. In-ring chemistry is definitely necessary.
But sometimes all you have to do is step in the
Kurt
ring
looks
with
better
someone,
for some reason.
and
Looks
just
less
like
old.
That, you guys are on the same
He
page.
does, actually.
You bring out the best in them, and they bring out the best in you.
He does.
Rick had that with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Heck yeah, Ricky.
Shawn had that with The Undertaker. I had that with Brock Lesnar. And Edge has that with Randy Orton right now. But man, I'm glad I'm not Edge or Randy right now, because the greatest wrestling match ever sounds like a lot of pressure.
Yep.
I've stood toe-to-toe with both. And if they can pull the absolute best out of each other this Sunday at Backlash, I think they can rise to the occasion. But who do I think is going to win?
Gritty
I'm
Urban.
going to have to go with Edge.
Oh.
It wasn't an easy choice.
Nice.
But I can't bet against a fellow Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he must be training again or something. But the thing is, like, you would think he would have been training when he was with the WWE last time, because he was actually in a general manager spot for a little while. And on top of that, remember he came out with the Shield and had matches, had a match against Baron. He must be training well or something. I don't know, eating better, something.
Nonetheless.
Uh-oh, we got Drewy Mac backstage.
Look at you.
With the Viking Raiders.
Ivar, the ladies' man. Gonna give Angel Garza a run for his money, and Eric. Not so much.
You not so much. Yeah, his face is slimmer and he looks less like red.
I don't even know what that means. A
All right, you certainly have a certain, I don't know what I do know is I'm having myself a little get-together after the show tonight. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm hoping you beat MVP and Lashley. We have the big celebration. Not only have I got a bit of everything, I have got, just for the Viking Raiders, some mead.
Mead. I knew it.
Turkey legs.
Mead and turkey leg.
Ivar.
That sounds good, actually.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. It's all right. I'm Celtic. Y'all are Vikings. We like to celebrate after the battle, before the battle. We can have a little bit of fun. Speaking of fun, next up we got the VIP lounge and special guest, Bobby Lashley. Now, you might want to stick around. You might want to check it out because you never know what can happen on Monday Night Raw.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. See what I'm talking about? Like, they're doing better with the Viking Raiders, and they haven't had a match in like a month. But they're already more like, they're already more personable. They're already more they seem more like a personality and wrestlers instead of just wrestlers, you know, and just coming out here saying war, war, war all over and over again. It's not gonna get them into your hearts. It might get them into your like wrestling heart, but it's not like really in your hearts. Like, you're not like, oh yeah, man, I really love those guys' personalities. Like, you don't know them. But now it's like there's more to them than just tossing fools into the air and hitting them with the Viking experience. They made a storage cage out of an old steel cage. Who did that? Drew sounds hoarse. He probably got it. The full Nelson thingy. What's it called? The master lock. That probably stretched his throat out or something. He does sound hoarse. So I don't know. I think they're doing a good job with the Viking Raiders. You don't always have to wrestle to be an important part of a wrestling company. The Dudley Raiders. What about the Dudley Raiders? What do you mean? That's not true. You read that in a book. Dudley, that's not true. You did not read about bacon people who used to be Vikings. Dudley, you're being a troll lately. Why are you trolling so much? I know it's funny to you. You learned comedy. Yes, Dudley, you learned comedy. You're so funny all the time. I mean, jeez. Dudley, I like your little walk you're doing. That's pretty cool. Dudley, what are you doing? Are you exercising? Dudley, what are you doing? Dudley, no. Okay. Look, the human, he says that there's race problems going on right now, so he's running a race. Dudley, it's not a race issue. No, Dudley, you don't. There's two different types of races. There's race, like the color of your skin, where you're from and stuff, and then there's like races where people run around it, and it's like an event where you gotta come in first. You gotta come in first place. You gotta beat everybody. Yeah, I know you're good at beating people up, but no, not beat people, Dudley. We'll talk about this later. Dudley, no, okay. Yes, you did good. You solved the race issue. Good job, Dudley. High five. Thanks, Dudley. Dudley solved race issues. It's tough figuring out what Dudley's up to sometimes, man. You try living with a bacon alien. Do amazing storytelling that leads to a match. Exactly. You don't have to wrestle every week for your match to matter. Sometimes you could do it the other way around. You can build character every week, and then your match will matter more. Especially since we've already seen the Viking Raiders can smash fools, and we've already seen that the Street Profits can't beat them. They haven't beat them ever. So there's already a story there. You already know that the Street Profits can't beat the Viking Raiders. So there's that story, and then on top of that, there's another story where they're actually becoming good friends. I like that. Makes it so when they do wrestle, it's gonna have more of a backdrop to their incredible their incredible athleticism and stuff.
Who we heard from earlier on
Oh yeah, Raw Talk is tonight. Nice, dude. We'll definitely be checking into that. They're gonna have Apollo Crews, Edge, and R Trizzle.
did their best to coexist as a tag team, but after the match, it was Charlotte Flair.
All right, definitely gotta mute that. Asuka versus Charlotte tonight. I do kind of see what you're saying about this Raw being a little bit slower than your recent Raws, but there have been some kind of spark type of moments. It's got like a hot cold peaks and valleys type of thing to it. All right, MVP is here.
That can only mean one thing. Big things still popping, little things still stopping. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the view, because the VIP lounge is for people like me. People better than all of you.
Oh.
And it is
Punisher
definitely
logo.
for people like my guest. I am talking about a once-in-a-generation athlete. The type of physical specimen that none of you can even begin to aspire to be. And the man
Dang, talking that
that
trash.
has the single most devastating move in all of the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
This is not what he signed up for. Drew Mack? Drew Mack. Uh-oh. Here he is.
History has shown us anything. The VIP lounge.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I like MVP. He's been a very good addition to Monday Night Raw. I thought he came back. I thought when he came back, he was just going to be like a one-time thing. But they've made him an installed part of these storylines that are going on. The Lana and Lashley storyline, the Drew and Lashley storyline. I must say, I am very glad to have him around.
Whoa.
Drew.
Wow. You know, after the past few weeks, I was a little
He did.
concerned.
He
we
brought a
weren't
little bit of
friends
that
anymore. But after that
star
incredible
power.
introduction, I see we're still cool. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it.
He's not a major star, but
Well, you did miss one little thing. You know, it's pretty important not to nitpick.
personality.
You forgot to say WWE Champion Drew McIntyre.
First of all, we are not friends. You made that very clear. But more importantly, why are you here?
Well,
that's a nice little rhyme.
You know, I don't want to spread rumors, but
NASCAR race.
Lana and Lashley were having a bit of a disagreement backstage. I know you're about to call them out. I don't want you to look silly now that we're cool, we're friends, amigos, compadres. So you're welcome. And if I could just let you continue, you were talking about my devastating finisher, the Claymore. By all means, keep going.
No, no. That's not how this works. Because I wasn't talking about you or your Claymore. I was talking about Lashley
funny
and his full Nelson. The full Nelson that he's going to put on you to take the WWE Championship from you this Sunday at Backlash.
All right.
MVP's got some big arms. Look at how big his arms are.
Lashley come up behind last week. He locked me in the full Nelson. I'm still feeling it right now. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? But what you do know about is the Claymore. You've taken so many recently. I can understand why you're always hiding behind Lashley.
Oh, no. You can stop right there, because I don't hide behind anybody. This is all part of my business plan to help Lashley reach his potential, which will culminate this Sunday at Backlash when he puts that full Nelson on you and ragdolls your ass again like he did last week.
Oh.
All right. I'm constantly asking myself, you know, these different questions. I guess the top one is, I don't understand the nature of the relationship between you two. Are you like his Yoda? You're going to teach him the secret to all those 0 world championships you've ever won?
Oh.
And to be honest, this is dragging on for me. I got a little expression. Talk less, Claymore.
Claymore.
So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a countdown. You know about my Claymore countdown. You've taken so many of them. I'm going to give you a countdown, and I'm going to kick you in the face, and you've got two options.
Trash.
Take it like a man or run away. I'll chase you down, beat you up, and give it to you anyway.
All right, Irish.
You ready?
Hope work goes well, man.
2.
Oh, Bobby Lashley out of nowhere.
I didn't hear you say
from
one.
behind.
All right. This is how it's going to go. This Sunday at Backlash, like you said before, mate, you've waited for this opportunity for a long time, but the only way you will take the WWE Championship from me is to pry it from my cold, dead hand.
Oh.
Glasgow kiss, down goes MVP, and here comes the...
Yo, the Viking Raiders are here. Down, 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 bow, 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 Bennett, 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 dun, 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 dun. And they got the Street Profits with them. See, they're friends now. See, it doesn't look boring when they come out. They're actually friends now. Get the Street Profits with them as backup now because they're friends. That's cool. He had eyes in the back of his head. He did. He caught Bobby Lashley creeping and sneaking well before the weekend.
This match is next.
Look at that, man. I like it. All right, so it's MVP and Uncle Bob Lash versus Eric and Ivar. Dang, I'm gonna have to move them over. All right. Ban out. Dun 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 dun. Better be careful with this 100% perfect rendition of their theme song. I might get copyright striked. Montez is money, dude. He's so funny. I love him. They're so lucky to have some of these athletes. Like, they have a world-class roster right now. I can't stress enough how awesome the WWE's roster is. Ban out. I just, like, every time I think about how many superstars they have, how many great superstars they have, and how many personalities, how many people who are just as large as they want to be, it's just awesome. I think that might be one of the main major differences between AEW and WWE currently is WWE has so many incredible superstars that they do little with, and AEW has so few of those like main event type of talents, but they're working on building up people who aren't there yet. I think that might be one of the bigger differences between AEW and NXT and WWE. But that's what NXT is there for, kind of, you know. Who knows? They're both doing some good stuff here and there. I've had a lot of fun with both brands recently. Do a lot with others, yeah. They you know, they'll put freaking Marco Stunt in matches. I think I've seen, how many Marco Stunt matches have I seen this year? Probably like 5 or 6. I think Marco Stunt has wrestled more in this year than who could I say? Mojo Rawley, definitely. Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins when they were here. Who else? Who else is just chilling backstage? Definitely Jinder, but Jinder got injured. Dang, I hate that rhymes. Tamina. Gosh, man. There's a lot of people, actually. Who's Dudley's dream opponent? Buttermilk Ranch. He loves Buttermilk Ranch. He's on this Buttermilk Ranch thing where he's got he actually likes to drink it sometimes. I've seen him drinking it. That's his dream opponent. Buttermilk Ranch. What can you say? Bacon and ranch do go together very well. Ricochet. Yeah, Ricochet. Freaking, yeah, now that you brought up Ricochet, we gotta say Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, Chad Gable. Gosh, man, there's such a handful of people who are really good who just don't get any screen time at all. Yeah, Cedric Alexander. It's so hard because you never see them, so it's hard to name everybody you don't see. Can you guess the pay-per-view theme? Why would I have to? Oh, hang on. I've been living in a dream about, and now I know you were all I ever wanted on my mind. Oh, if I ever see my own reality, well, I'm okay to leave it all behind. No, I do not. I do not know what that song is.
The festive atmosphere.
Here we go. We are back.
Special guest.
What is it? What is it?
And, you know, Joe, the one thing that's been talked about leading up to Backlash
Oh my goodness.
Sunday, Drew McIntyre's defense of the WWE title
Elbow.
against Bobby
Cracking.
Lashley. Is the power of Lashley.
Titus O'Neil, yep.
Here's the
Titus.
and a kick out. It's that full
I mean, I know not everybody can be a star at the same time. That's for sure. You can't push everybody.
Anyone he's locked it on to, they've been unable to get out, period.
And you guys talked about it on Raw Talk last week. Remember how Lashley
MVP with just thunderous blows against Ivar in the corner right now.
I mean,
Kick in the midsection. Unloading with just a combo.
Much to his credit.
It's like a 10-20 hit combo right there.
Cannot doubt the effectiveness of the full Nelson.
The Royal Rumble theme by Finger 11. Sorry, man. I don't know it like that. Bacon on a pole match. Maybe someday, man. Maybe someday. They want to give the tag team's personality too. That's good, man. That's good. They have enough time. They got 3 hours every Monday, 2 hours on Fridays. Telling me in 5 hours a week you can't show me a little bit of personality in your tag team? I think that's a really good idea.
It's Eric all over Lashley, and the Profits are loving it. I know Lana doesn't like the situation, but
Eric in the match versus MVP now. Battering ram in the corner.
Well, let's be honest here, Byron. I mean, this is not
How many
relationship
teams right now to challenge Sasha Banks and Bayley? Very few. Very, very few.
Bobby Lashley, and you gotta admit it. He hasn't
You got the Iconics. You got Nikki and Alexa. You got
Hawkins have been showing for what has been a friendly rivalry. I've loved it with the Viking Raiders, and I have a new appreciation for turkey legs too.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you know, Ivar there is quite the handsome chap, and he's garnered a lot of adulation from ladies during this whole thing, and it's good to see that there is some sportsmanship left between these gentlemen.
That's about it.
Tag made, and back in comes Eric. MVP trying to scramble.
That's why that belt shouldn't even exist.
There's no escaping the raid. Bombs away.
Scope slam. Nice stuff. Ivar gets scoop slammed on top of MVP. He has to tag out. Now Bobby Lashley versus Eric. Wow. So Bobby's going to waffle this dude. There you go. Single-handed spine buster. That's done. That's done. No, it's not. Wow. Eric able to kick out. Seems like there's about 2 other women's tag teams.
And Joe, if you're McIntyre, how do you combat this ability?
Like there's 2 other tag teams. I'm so glad that they made a whole championship for three separate teams to fight over.
A formulation of that answer. I mean, you're looking at
very awesome. Sounds like a perfect league. Why don't we have like a people with yellow hair title? And let all the people with yellow hair fight for it, all 6 of them. And while we're at that, why don't we make it so that there's a title for people who are exactly 211 pounds. Why don't we just make a title for every single situation and just make it so no titles matter? It's a pointless belt. They should have never made it. Should have never made it. But at least it's part of like a pretty cool storyline right now. So I'm not against it completely, but it was one of those social justice handout things, man. They got some great women athletes. I'm not talking trash about the women at all. I'm just saying it's one of those social justice handouts to make themselves look good in the eyes of a bunch of people who don't even watch the show.
That is MVP. Now Lashley back inside the ring.
Yeah, just pointless. They literally have to invent tag teams to fight for it. You got two teams that can fight for it perpetually forever at this point.
Street Profits as of late, as a matter of fact. Bobby Lashley consistently now for the last month has been
Let's make a title for people with a beard over 3 inches long.
Angry Bobby Lashley.
Byron, he has been the best version of Bobby Lashley. He's been the most focused version of Bobby Lashley. He is the Bobby Lashley that is now challenging finally for the WWE Championship.
Nice. Double snap suplex by MVP and Bobby Lashley. It's a really cool dynamic here. It's like MVP is the manager for Bobby, but he's also someone who fights alongside of him in the ring. That's really cool to me. He doesn't just stand outside the ring and talk trash from the sidelines. He actually fights alongside of his client. MVP is in and getting clocked by Ivar. Ivar, sit out. Sit out. Sidewalk slam. Exactly. No, the thing is, they didn't do it to shut up fans. They did it to shut up a bunch of people who don't even watch the show. That's what the problem with it is. That's the problem with social justice right now in America is a lot of the stuff companies do to appease the loudmouth is to appease people who don't even really watch the product. Did a bunch more people start watching WWE as soon as they made the women's tag team titles? Did a whole bunch of like women's rights activists and stuff start tuning into WWE? No. No, they didn't. Oh my goodness, Ivar with a tope. Tope destroying Bobby Lashley and MVP at the same time. That's how you know. That's how you know they did it to appease a bunch of people who don't even watch the shows, because look what happened. As soon as they made a women's tag team title, the numbers should have went up, right? They should have gained like 1 million viewers, right? Because all the activists and social justice warriors should have started watching Raw, right? Because they made a positive change. But guess what happened? The ratings went down, which means that those people were just complaining for nothing and they weren't going to watch anyway. That's the problem with appeasing a bunch of loudmouth social justice warriors with your product is you step outside of your comfort zone and what has made your product actually work for your fans to just try to capture a fan base that has no interest in your product at all outside of just talking trash about you and about what you do. So they did something. They made a whole title to appease that group, and that group did not come over and start watching the product. You could see it right now, dude. They didn't gain 1 million viewers out of nowhere as soon as the women's tag titles were introduced. So that should let you know that people are just all talk and they just want to have a problem with stuff. And then once they get their way, guess what? They're out like a thief in the night to go talk about the next thing that they view as an inequality. They're not here to actually make a product better. They're here to get their point across. And then once their point is across, they got to go somewhere else and try to get their point across somewhere else. So it's pointless. That's why you can't mutate your product for a bunch of loudmouths who don't really care about your product. It's only 3 exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's better to defend that title in NXT. It might be. And remember, Sasha and Bayley went down to NXT and said that they would start defending the tag titles down there. So if you do that, then you can expand the base of it and make that title more necessary. Right now, it does not look necessary. You're just going to trade the title back and forth between 3 teams, then the title shouldn't exist. Imagine having 3 teams in the NBA. You know? Imagine making an NBA title for 3 teams. That's what they have right now. And if they can go, there are ways to fix it, but if they want to continue having that title, it should be a multi-brand thing. You can go to SmackDown, you can go to NXT, you can go to Raw, and make it so there are dedicated tag teams on each one of those. Make Shotzi and Tegan a tag team in NXT because their singles runs are kind of negligible right now. Do that. Team up Aaliyah with like Chelsea Green or something. I don't know. Have Chelsea Green they've just kind of started to push her on a singles tip, so maybe not her, but just team up a bunch of different women who you're not doing anything with on a singles tip, and make it so the tag team division is popping. Because right now it's just a game of hot potato between you and your neighbor. Now it's yours. Now it's mine. Now it's yours. Now it's mine. Now it's yours. Now it's mine. Man, isn't this an exciting game of hot potato? Now it's yours. Now it's mine. It's a pointless title at this point. They can make it have a point, but they need to start making changes. And the best thing to do for it is start showcasing women who have nothing going on singles wise. Put them together, make them a team. Do it. I'll be right back. Hang out with Dudley. All right, I'm back. And we're back to the show as well. Nice. Good timing.
Kick out by Ivar, an MVP.
We got Drew McIntyre and the
Bobby Lashley.
Lana, excuse me. Does it bother you that your husband asks
and the
you
Street
to stay
Profits at
backstage
ringside.
during his matches?
Uh-oh, they're interviewing Lana.
I mean, of course it bothers me. I mean, that he's a leech who's attaching himself to my Bobby. But I'm respecting my husband's wishes because we are about to become champion. And to be honest, it's been a wake-up call for me. Ever since Bobby has asked me to not accompany him to the ring, I have been realizing that I've been selflessly neglecting my own career to focus on my marriage. And if I'm always focusing on my Bobby and going to the ring with him, then how can I possibly have time to focus on me and making 2020 the year of
Tegan and
Lana?
Mia, nah. Tegan and Shotzi. Tegan and Shotzi. You've seen it. You've seen it, and I've seen it, dude. They're pushing Mia like extra hard. Definitely not Mia. Mia's one of their singles spotlights. They have a spotlight shining on her so bright for some reason. Not Mia, but definitely Shotzi and Tegan. Both of them have not much going on in a singles tip, and they could also make Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. They could put them together too for now, and they could have an interpersonal drama there because Dakota and Tegan, they got that story. Definitely do that. Put Natalya and Ruby Riott together. Natalya and Ruby Riott, they get no play anyway. Put them together.
Absolutely, 300+ pounds now, shots to the kidneys by
gosh, Naomi and somebody. Who knows? I don't. Who else is there on SmackDown? Naomi and somebody. Because obviously they're not pushing her anytime soon, and she'd be great in a tag team. Dakota Kai and Gonzalez, yeah.
But when they get in between the ropes, it's all business.
Raquel and Dakota, yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness, Eric smashing MVP. No, you stop that. Come here. Ooh, MVP taking a knee. He's about to catch a destructive knee. Nope. MVP switches the Irish whip, ducks under. What's this? That's baby weight. Oh my goodness. That's released almost like a fisherman suplex by Eric. Ivar's in. Naomi and Bianca Belair. Maybe, man. Yeah, I haven't seen Bianca in a while. Isn't she a Raw athlete, though? But yeah, maybe they could bring Bianca over to SmackDown. Uh-oh.
MVP, you better find an exit plan immediately.
Oh my goodness.
Hammer of Thor.
The hammer of Thor.
And Eric trying to get MVP down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just coming up with stuff. I'm trying to. A lot of people complain about stuff, but they don't give fixes. They don't give ways that things could be better. And I think that's one of the reasons that people have a lot. Oh my goodness! Wow.
And look at him
Yo, Bobby Lashley with a thunderous spear to Ivar.
If that is not a clear message,
that was a great spear. That's a reason why a lot of people have problem with criticism is that people don't criticize in a way that creates opportunity for improvement. They criticize just to criticize. Oh, it's done.
Lashley got the back of Eric in the full Nelson. Full Nelson. All that pressure on
We got to break this up. Oh, he's tapping.
to Lashley.
Was he legal? You know, Bobby Lashley taps out Eric in like 3 seconds. Might as well have been a pin at that point. Wow. Dude, they're booking this full Nelson to be the truth. Ember would be great, yeah. Ember and Naomi would be an excellent tag team. I actually kind of liked that match. It was hard hitting. It was kind of short. I'll give it about a 3. About a 3. Bobby Lashley with just a thunderous spear cut Ivar in half. It actually looked like it moved Ivar. You know, it didn't look like he did it completely acting. It looked like it moved him. Oh, and now Ivar's in the he's in the full Nelson. The Street Profits are there trying to tear it off of him, but he can't. Oh my goodness, the Claymore by Drew McIntyre. Naomi and Carmella. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Lashley, how the hell is he still standing? I cannot wait for Lashley and McIntyre.
Dude, Claymore him in the mouth. But you see, one of the things that they're telling here is that Claymore did not put Bobby down. It just broke up the hold, and Bobby's already standing up, and he's already looking at him. Oh yeah, Dana Brooke. I forgot about her. Yeah, Dana Brooke for sure. Maybe Dana Brooke and Lacey Evans. Don't they have like a friendship angle thing going? Oh no, it was Dana Brooke and Carmella. That's who had the friendship angle. So maybe Lacey and Naomi. Just put them together. They're not gonna do anything with them. They have nothing going on. Lacey's like the closest, and she hasn't had like a worthwhile singles promo in like a month. That's what I'm saying. If you're not gonna use them in a singles tip, start building up this women's tag title. That was a good Claymore he hit him with though. But I like that Bobby was up right afterwards. He didn't even lay down for a second. He took it, he rolled out, and then he was up. That gives me hope for the way they're going to book this match on Sunday at Backlash. Gives me a lot of hope actually. Cuz I don't want to see Bobby Lashley get dominated. He might not win, but I want to see it be a competitive match. They really need another beast, you know? They need another beast. And Bobby could be that beast. As long as and they've already done a really good job by taking him off the mic as much and letting him have a mouthpiece. He could be like another Brock kinda. I mean, obviously Brock is like a once in a lifetime type of wrestler, but he could be in that same category if he has a good mouthpiece, which he does. MVP is a pretty good mouthpiece for him. They just got to book him more like Brock. Brock wouldn't have been half of what he's turned out to be if they didn't book him that way, you know. If they kept letting him lose and kept putting him in these storylines where it's about his Instagram or something like, or him dressing up as other people or stealing people's wives. Like, look at the storylines they've given to Bobby Lashley. Like, he could already be somewhat like a Brock Lesnar. They got to start now if they're going to start ever, man. Better late than never. Oh yeah, what about Shayna? Shayna Baszler, where's she been at? Caden Carter and Xia Li, that would be fresh. Yeah, especially since they don't really use them. Like they get one of them gets a match like a week, one or the other. Definitely put them together. That'd be a really nice tag team right there. How about Shayna? Nah, Shayna needs to be a single superstar right now. Plus, her friends aren't that good at wrestling. At least last time I saw them, they weren't. I wouldn't team up Shayna with anybody. She's one of those shining lights that should be a single superstar, be a genuine threat. It would kind of seem wasteful to use her in a tag team setting. But if Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir are improving as wrestlers, definitely put them together as a tag team. That way, neither of them has to be by themselves and wrestle a whole match. I think that would be a really good idea for them if they've improved. Not if they haven't improved, because last time I saw them, I was like, man, this is not looking like the best experiment right now. Put them together as a tag team in NXT. That could be cool. I'm not against seeing Shayna with them. I'm just saying don't make Shayna part of the tag team division. Just leave Shayna, like she can hang out with them and maybe help them win here or there, but don't make her like an official part of the team because that would just nerf the heck out of her. It's kind of like the stuff that's happening with Aleister Black right now. Aleister seems a little bit less overwhelming and awesome because they've put so many people next to him. It's not that pure unadulterated destruction. It's him like having a Hallmark movie. Wait a minute. They're saying Karrion Kross is going to be on NXT this week?
It's a must-watch episode of NXT.
Oh yeah. Dude, Karrion Kross is going to be there. I'm good with that. Liv, nah, they've done too much for Liv right now for her to be part of a tag team. They've done a good job of making her look like she's about to be popping off as a single superstar. So I wouldn't her either. Leave her, Shayna, Asuka. Even Asuka and Kyrie could still tag team together from time to time. I could see that. But yeah, don't take the spotlight off the ones that they've built as good singles. What I'm saying is take everybody you're not building as a single superstar and put them into a tag team so that we can make this look legit at least. Because right now it just looks like you punked out, you listened to the social justice warriors, and now you're paying the price for it because there's nothing of consequence happening.
It all comes to a head in a Universal Championship match.
Man, Miz and Morrison, they're gonna get smashed. Miz and Morrison, hey, you're gonna get smashed. Miz and Morrison, hey, you're doomed. No, I could have made it rhyme. Miz and Morrison, hey, you're gonna get smashed. Miz and Morrison, you're gonna die at Backlash. Miz and Morrison. Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy. Okay, that's a match that I'm pretty excited for at Backlash as well. Sheamus can pull off some okay matches, and Jeff Hardy, I want to know what the point was of this comeback. So he's got to have a pretty good performance there to make it look good, to make it seem worth it. Asuka versus Nia, I don't know about that. Me and Greta should be women's tag team champions. All right, Asuka's here. Is this gonna be the main event? What was advertised that we haven't seen yet? I think this is it. I think this is the main event. But they got like a half an hour. There's no way this is the main event. Unless they're going to give us a barn burner classic. How about Apollo Crews, U.S. title? Which guys should challenge him? Well, he's going to fight Andrade on Sunday. I think every single member of the Raw roster should eventually fight him. I think he should run through everybody. I really think they need to make a statement with the title reign of Apollo. I think if they take it off of him too early, it's just gonna it's not going to have any oomph to it, and whoever takes it is I don't know. I hope they have a storyline. If they're going to take it off of them, I want there to be a story. I want there to be something cool going on. Bow, 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 Charlotte. Rey is. They already did the Rey. They already did the Rey interview. But I would say everybody, Elijah. Every single person on, every single male on Raw should challenge Apollo. They don't have a whole lot of people on Raw. It'd be cool. I'd like to see. Oh man, but that's not gonna happen. They're saving Edge. I was gonna say Edge, but it doesn't seem like Edge is here for titles. Nah, this can't be the main event. There's got to be something else. I'm not saying that as if I don't think these two could give us a great match. It's just a half an hour is a long time, man. Even with commercials. Charlotte. I'm so glad this is not a title match. What if we get Raw tag titles on the kickoff? Dang, yeah, they haven't really said anything about the Raw tag team titles, so you might be right. Uh-oh. Sasha's here.
By Sasha Banks.
Bound, ba-bound, bound, ba-bound, bound, bound, bound.
Tonight.
Yes, yes, y'all. Too fresh, y'all. Sasha and Bayley. They're the best, y'all. I gotta get a picture of Bayley with both titles. Aunt Bayley is here. They crashed the party again. But the match hasn't started yet. They're just gonna sit at the at ringside, I believe. Sasha's got some fresh wardrobe, man. Her wardrobe is extensive.
Oh,
all right, here we go.
Flair attacking Asuka, and it appears the women's tag team champions gonna join us here on commentary.
Didn't we see her and Aunt Bayley earlier? Yes, we did. They were part of the tag match. Sasha went back, took a shower, changed, and now she's out here again. Bayley dose trapped. Yep. You're about to be overused. This is definitely the start of that. Well, let's just hope that it doesn't continue. Not that I don't like seeing them. It just does kind of get a little
So obviously we're not garbage. We're actually at the
little
top
overdone.
of our game. She's kind of looking like garbage right now.
You rarely find gold on garbage.
Ooh, Asuka goes for the drop kick, but
Well, I think in defense
Charlotte moves out of the way smartly.
Charlotte's been able to
Oh, what's
do,
this?
Back to NXT, winning the NXT Women's Championship.
Asuka with a standing. Oh. Back elbow from Charlotte just clears the sinuses of Asuka, and now a big boot to her while she's kneeling.
By the Queen, Charlotte Flair was quick to point out she was not pinned or submitted in the triple threat match in losing the championship.
Okay, anybody can use that excuse, all right?
Becky's watching at home. You think she's watching? Need more tag teams on Raw. That's one of the good things about them saying that the women's tag teams can go. The people with the women's tag team titles can go to any shows, because not one show needs to have a certain amount of women's tag teams, because then they can just show up on the other show. They could show up on NXT, or they could show up on SmackDown if that's where tag teams are at. So I don't know. I do think that there are a couple women on Raw who aren't being utilized in a singles situation that could actually buff up the women's tag division. I'm talking about it more than WWE does, so it's kind of a pointless conversation. But hopefully they'll get there. You kind of miss Becky. Yeah, I don't know. She brought that like star type of appearance each time she would show up, but as far as doing anything of substance or excitement, I wasn't really excited. like she took Shayna with her when she left. Haven't seen Shayna in forever. What's going on with her? Can't believe people have the nerve. Oh yeah, they don't care. The thing is, they just make like 100 channels and they just keep on getting claimed. And then they, if you notice, most of the people who do that, they have like numbers and stuff after the name or weird spelling. It's because they've already gotten banned so many times. But the thing is, with Twitch, you basically just make another account and they don't care about that. All they want is for as many people as possible to be watching them so they can feel validated. You can tell that's what it is, because most of the time they don't stay online long enough to even have like a genuine following by the time they get banned. It'll be over soon. It'll be over soon, dude. And I'm glad for that, because those people don't really deserve to have a following. All you're doing is ripping someone else's work and taking, honestly, just taking away from hardworking streamers, people who are out here trying to make a cool place for people to be at. Not even just me, just people as a whole who like wrestling and stream wrestling content. All they're doing is ripping those people off, ripping them off, and they're ripping the WWE off. When I do stuff like classic historical battles, that's a reactionary stream with an overlay, with an audience, and we're talking about the matches. We're doing all that, and I'm not ripping anybody off, because seriously, the people who watch with me and into the late of the night, they probably all have the network. You guys are probably all giving WWE $10 a month as it is. I'm not out here streaming full on episodes of the brand newest pay-per-views and Raws and stuff. I'm going back to like 94. Nobody's online to watch Raw 94 unless they're here to hang out with me and watch Raw in 1994. These people are streaming things that people literally would pay money to watch, and ripping off the WWE and the cable providers. You see, to me, people are telling me about it. I have not seen it yet. Not seen it. They'll be done soon, though. It is super annoying. It's annoying to work so hard and get such a small piece of a pie because there are people who want to break the rules all day. It's literally like being upstaged by criminals. Not my favorite fact of life right now, but hopefully sometime soon it'll be over with.
Thank you.
And people will actually have to come in here if they want to hang out and watch Raw. They won't be able to just get the whole show with no commentary and no nothing.
Want some ice?
Clearly, ladies, the queen has taken umbrage with your
The Four Horsemen being on every show at least twice a show. I don't care if they're here. I don't care if they're here. I don't think that them being here is the problem. The problem is them being here and doing nothing of worth or excitement. Dude, I'll watch John Wick. I'll watch John Wick 1, 2, and 3, and I'm not mad that John Wick is in every movie. I'd be mad if he sat in a chair and just said the same thing or did nothing in each movie. Then I'd be mad. That's the problem. It's not that they're on every show. It's that they don't do anything of consequence or worth when they show up. Just there and not doing anything that's building any sort of storyline. It's just, if they're just kicking each other in the head, then it's like, whatever. I don't care, man. They could put Johnny Gargano on every show if he's doing something interesting. I'm cool. They could put Tommaso Ciampa on every show if he's doing something interesting. I'm cool. When I start having problems is when I see somebody and every single time I see them, all they're doing is going, "Oh, I'm the best," and then they kick somebody, and that's it. So I have nothing against seeing the same superstars over and over again. I just want them to excite me, entertain me.
How about you get better? Yeah.
I watched it more back then, exactly, yeah. I love watching them, but I'm just saying, like, the problem with people streaming full episodes of stuff on Twitch is that you're ripping off people like me who are actually doing something transformative And you're making it so that you're just being a criminal.
Of course,
No two
it's
ways
great
about
for
it.
The fact that you, Sasha Banks, and you, Bayley, have done a tremendous
You can't
job
say
of
that this is
elevating
not
women's division
transformative. Like, there's nothing about this that you could ever call not transformative. I do an actual hangout.
With a handful of hair, finally, let's go before the count of 5.
Iconics are behind the plexiglass. Yeah, they are.
Asuka can still afford any more damage before her Raw Women's title defense against Nia Jax this Sunday at Backlash.
I mean, Asuka is in very bad shape here. I mean, this is not
Still not doing anything.
Not the kind of condition you want to be in this close to Backlash.
Man, at least we're getting Asuka versus Charlotte right now.
I have faith in Asuka.
Well, let me
This
pick
can't
your
be the
brain
main
then, Bayley.
event,
What do you
dude.
think Asuka has to do here to, for the first time in her career, actually overcome Charlotte Flair?
I am not telling you any secrets.
No secret.
Because Asuka's going to listen to this.
Oh, sliding, baseball slide, nope.
Inside the ring.
Asuka grabbing the, oh, dragon screw, destroys the leg of the queen. Right through the ropes.
You know what? Strap a figure 4 on her for it. You know what?
And Charlotte Flair, that pain is writhing through that leg.
Sasha looks like $1 million with this, oh my goodness. Oh, flying rear view. Makes a sandwich out of Charlotte against the barricade.
Or trying to send Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte able to turn the tables, literally whips and nays Asuka.
And now trying to send Asuka back inside
Back in the ring.
breaking the 10 count.
I don't know if Osaka has the NHL team, but I think I got their first player.
Which one is Peyton?
Flair back up onto the
Peyton is the one with the blonde hair. I think she's blonde, right?
NXT takeover in your house last night.
Sasha Banks, Bayley, are you surprised at how physical this match has gotten?
Well,
no.
It looked like she had blonde hair recently. This one's Peyton, the one in the middle here.
We love the action.
Off the exposed knee and now again.
She's like the thinner one out of the two.
Rolling Asuka.
Could have sworn she had blonde hair last time I saw her.
No stacks, but I do want to touch on your title defense this Sunday because, again, Tom brought up the point. Are you a little concerned that you do not have to be pinned or submitted to lose your women's tag team titles?
Could have sworn she has blonde hair now.
Byron, we are not concerned about anything. Look at us. We are the leaders of this women's division. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all of it. We're fine.
Asking stupid questions,
You're so
Byron.
stupid. You're dumber than Michael Cole.
You're dumber than Michael Cole. Dang. Oh, Asuka almost able to pull off the win here.
Big clothesline by Charlotte Flair.
Peyton is proof that the what? Ringmaster Shawn Spears is absolutely not a loser.
And the queen is displeased.
Very displeased.
But Shawn Spears is an absolute way for people to realize that going to AEW is not a fix-all or end-all or a be-all of how to upgrade your wrestling career. He's just not doing that well right now, but none of that's his fault. The guy has delivered on everything they've asked him to do.
Main eventing takeover, now main eventing Monday Night
It's just
Raw.
they haven't done him any favors besides that Cody angle where he smashed him with the chair.
Until the count of 10 to get back inside.
You guys know you have your Raw Women's Champion out there, but
He's been money.
Women's Champion right here, and the Women's Tag Team Champions.
He can only do what they tell him to do.
About us, that's cool too with us.
Sliding dropkick with the worst of
You're
intentions.
still frying chicken? Dang, dude.
Talking about us.
Cooking for an army. Big Rudd is, he didn't tell us that he's hanging out with Mo. Both of them are cooking for our Navy.
Well, again, with that in mind,
Oh.
you can't discredit what
Asuka. Oh, it's a heck of a combo on the outside. She's definitely trying to go after this leg of Charlotte. Targeted offense by Asuka. Very smart. You're not going to beat Charlotte if she's 100%. If you can go after her legs, she can't lock in the figure 8 possibly, and then you don't have to worry about her most devastating maneuver. Oh my goodness. Leaping big boot from Charlotte ejects Asuka off the top, and now, oh, Iconics are here. Yeah, she is blonde now. I thought she was blonde. Oh my goodness, the Iconics destroy Sasha and Bayley. And they're all black outfits. They're all murdered out over here. Oh no, dude. Fall from Grace, that's what it's called? Nice. Dude, it's called Fall from Grace. They're the Iconics version of the Magic Killer. You guys remember the finisher that the OC had, that Gallows and Anderson had? It's like that move, but it's called the Fall from Grace when Peyton Royce and Billy Kay do it, and they did it to Bayley on the announce table, and then they went to commercial. I like you, We Rubs. I like all you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you to everybody who retweeted the tweet or favorited the tweet so far. Let me check. Let me do a little tweet checkup. Let's see how many people got in on the social media sharing. Let me look. Let me look. Oh yeah. Dang. It's pretty good stuff. Take a look. Oh, people favorited and retweeted a lot of the stuff I said today. Ta-da! Boom. All right. I'm handing out some love myself. Can't ask other people to do something that you don't normally do. Try to hand out some props and respect to the people who show me the same. All right, I'm back. I didn't even check. Dang it. Missed Ty Dillinger. He was I don't want to say he was a success. He was great in NXT. They seemed to really do well by him there. When he came to the main roster, they still did pretty well by him, but he wasn't winning anything super big. He wasn't getting title opportunities or anything along those lines. So I can kind of see why he would hedge his bets and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do well in AEW, man. It's brand new, and I'm gonna be on the ground floor. They're gonna do me right, man. But he forgot about the fact that they were gonna hire all their friends and and that they were gonna bring in somebody like Moxley or Jericho, and it was just gonna be curtains, you know. It's just gonna be curtains for his ability to be on top for a long time. So that guy's literally going to be stuck in the boonies of AEW for a while, until maybe he wins the television title or gets into a feud with somebody like MJF that they're going to put on TV each week. The guy's he's almost just as well off as he was at the end of his run in WWE. He definitely had a larger upside in WWE when all is said and done at this point. We'll have to see if it stays that way. I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. I think he is an awesome athlete. They just gotta do something with him, man. It's just they have so many people that they recently signed. Look, they let freaking Brian Cage just come in, and now he's the #1 contender. Like, they're gonna do the same stuff WWE does. Bring out part-timers or brand new signees and rocket them past everybody else who's been giving their blood, sweat, and tears to you. It's the same old story. Hopefully they can do something to change it. But it's looking pretty. It's looking like the writing's on the wall for him for a little while. He's a great wrestler. Yeah, I can guarantee you, if Apollo's United States champion, Ty Dillinger would have been United States champion by now. That's for sure. Ty has like 50% to like 100% more charisma than Apollo, and he's great in the ring. And they even gave Ty Dillinger a one-on-one match with AJ Styles when he was here. And he was getting super pops all over whenever he'd come out. And on top of that, people were chanting his chant when he wasn't even in the arena. Like, that guy would definitely have already been at least United States champion, maybe even Intercontinental champion by now. That's why I'm saying, man, he hedged his bets, he jumped ship, and now he's a shining example of the grass isn't always greener.
Ever since winning the NXT Women's title at WrestleMania, now is without a championship and trying to prove herself against the champion.
He's over here with Tully Blanchard's face on his underwear and getting yelled at.
This is one step towards doing so.
Dang, they are going to let this be the main event?
Wow,
they are.
How much more of this can Asuka take? She's got to think about Sunday at Backlash.
Oh, absolutely. And at some point, you know, it's almost you cut
Oh, yeah. Maybe Nia's going to come out here.
Asuka has to be contemplating that in her mind right now.
And Asuka, look at this, trying to fight her way out, trying to back her way out of this. Against Charlotte
using the hips, popping the hips, down into, no, Charlotte still keeps the hold as they drop down to the mat. Very good stuff. Asuka looks like she's going to sleep.
And Charlotte Flair had it scouted.
Charlotte's got the choke locked in.
Asuka, this could be her last gasp to break out of this.
On the elbow,
she's going for the
backslide? No. Asuka able to move her weight, but catching a knee for her troubles. Dang.
Look at this. Wow.
Cocky pin.
And an easy kick out for Asuka at that point.
Complete disrespect. Watch this again. Watch. Oh!
Not enough.
A brutal knee strike, but then the
Raw Women's Champion Asuka having some definite trouble versus Charlotte here. Charlotte coming off of an incredible triple threat last night at In Your House. Now she's in Asuka's house, doing the dang thing, putting her feet up on the furniture, jumping on her couch. Said, F yo couch, Asuka. F yo couch, Asuka.
That's something the man Becky Lynch found out over a number of
Oh yeah, that was a good promo. I got no problem with the Tully promo, but it's like they did the whole like blame Sean Spears for his situation thing. It's like, no, that's how you guys booked him. They made him the fall guy for their weird booking of Sean Spears.
Beautiful kick out of the corner by the champion.
Asuka has given herself
and what was up with that Sean Spears news thing? Is he a news guy or what? They dropped that? Like, the guy's just had like 52 gimmicks. Asuka, second rope. Beautiful drop kick.
Asuka desperately trying to clear the cobwebs.
Went for the big boot, and now Asuka with a German suplex.
Asuka is coming back to life.
Asuka.
Hip attack.
Hip attack. Jumped a little too early on that. Lighten up the back of Charlotte.
But she's chopping that tree down.
Oh, goodness gracious. Charlotte flashes to the outside through the ring ropes. Asuka looking a little winded from this match. Been a contest, I'll tell you that. Oh, and now Charlotte showing that ring knowledge, showing that preparation, that viciousness, destroying the back of Asuka against the apron. But oh, sliding kick destroys Charlotte's nose.
Count of 5 from the official.
Holy moly. Yo, Sage, what's up, dude?
Another fantastic installment in this rivalry. Charlotte Flair trying to do anything she can to prevent Asuka, the Raw Women's Champion.
No, blocking the suplex on the apron.
Free of the rope.
Charlotte smartly does not want to catch that type of damage. Oh, big boot. Just starches Asuka, leaves her laid out on the apron.
A big boot by Charlotte Flair along the apron.
Wasn't for Dustin, there'd be no Darby. Oh, dude, there'd be no a lot of these people. Dustin actually Dustin was actually there in NXT and helped a lot of these people find their gimmick, find their voice, find their promos, sharpen their gimmick. Charlotte. No way. Oh. Moonsault off the barricade.
Count of 5. Charlotte Flair now trying to work to get
Charlotte's
Asuka
hype.
back inside the ring. Charlotte Flair
Yeah, this is definitely a heck of a match, man. They're going for it. They're trying to make up for the WrestleMania match they had.
And this is awesome. Another fabulous chapter in this.
Yeah, that girl who just signed to Impact, she's been with the WWE before. She was in NXT.
Oh, chapter. Charlotte's trying to end the book.
Deonna Purrazzo, yeah, she was with NXT for a while. They just didn't really do anything with her.
Asuka has to wonder if she can endure this punishment and defeat Nia
She's
Jax
pretty
at
good.
Backlash.
Oh, pulled Flair into the post.
Could be a definite positive
That's a great point.
addition.
The more this match goes on, the more punishment that Asuka suffers. You
Yeah.
gotta question what kind of condition is
Yeah,
Asuka
she's not
gonna
bad
be
at all.
in this Sunday at Backlash
Very good
with
wrestler.
Nia Jax.
WWE has let go some really good wrestlers. Her, freaking Emma. What I'm waiting for is for like a major WWE athlete to show up in AEW on the women's side of things. Because they don't have anybody like that right now. They got a bunch of like homegrowns and stuff.
To kick out. Watch the
Waiting
impact
for that.
here from the Queen.
I'm waiting for that one signee on the women's side of things to really come through and just make the place their playground at AEW. They could get somebody like Alicia Fox. Yeah, they messed up. They should have got Emma. They should have offered her everything. But I think she signed a contract right before AEW officially announced itself, so that might not even be their problem. Oh my goodness!
But did Asuka catch Charlotte?
I think she got her knee up.
She did. A knee to the face, it seemed.
What? Whoa, dude, what a spot. Asuka got her knee up in the middle of the spear. That looked like a botch.
Just when it seemed Asuka.
Kneed her in the head.
My gosh.
Wow, it was supposed to be a spear, and Charlotte just gets kneed in the nose. For real, though.
Went for the Asuka lock. Cover by Flair. Turn around now
Uh-oh.
by Asuka. Asuka trying to turn this around.
A little bit of botchiness here.
Asuka looking for a cover.
What's this? No, she's got her all stretched out. Charlotte.
She has it deep and it's inverted.
This is one of the most
Charlotte looking for the rope. Finds her way out of it. Yeah, this is some weird miscommunication or botchiness here. It looks all right, but you can tell that there's some sort of miscommunication. It's definitely not as clean as the majority of this match. Some bit of this is. Oh, and there we go. There's the spear. I think that was supposed to be the actual outcome. No, Asuka able to kick out. People got mad that Deonna didn't go to AEW. Yeah, they should have. But the thing is, with AEW, they're not handing out big money contracts anymore. As far as I know, they're not handing out big money to anybody. They might have given Brian Cage a little bit, but as far as I know, they're not signing people to them like super epic, lucrative deals anymore. So maybe she was able to pick up a little bit more with Impact. I don't know how.
Looks like they're putting it in high gear right now.
Thinking about an armbar, trying to bring the arm down, trying to bring Charlotte Flair down to the canvas.
She's looking for that Asuka lock.
Asuka's holding on to the Queen.
Yeah, that looked like an ouch. She got kneed right in the nose while she was going for a spear. This is definitely a competitive match.
Trying to break free of the submission.
Oh, goodness.
Hear the impact on that kick.
Asuka just cracking the dome of Charlotte. Oh, and here comes Nia Jax. Leave it to Nia to ruin good things. Never mind. Asuka destroying her. Oh, hip attack right to the mouth of, oh, big boot to Asuka. That's done. Wait, no, she kicked out. Yo, she kicked out. The ref kept the 3 count. Asuka clearly kicked out before the 3 count came down. Is this going to be like a funky ref here? It's going to turn out that Charlotte put in the payoff. Oh, man. Big boot out of nowhere. It just cracked her. Yeah, look at this. Watch. Yeah, she had her shoulder up. You see how they cut? You see the cut? You could see it. You could see her shoulder coming off the mat anyway, and the 3 coming down afterwards. But they cut, and now Samoan drop from Nia to Asuka. Wow, boo.
Nia Jax getting one last shot and one last
Not like
lick
most girls.
on her opponent this Sunday.
You hate to see it happen. You hate to see that type of thing happen. Yep. After 30 minutes. At least it wasn't like a disqualification. That would have sucked. That would have sucked if Nia would have actually landed a punch or something, and then that would have been the ending. That would have sucked even worse. So it is a wacky outcome, but it's not as bad as it could have been. All right, let's get to the WWE Network and let's see Raw talk. If it's anything like last week, we could have some definite developments. Last week we had some developments. They told us some things. So let's see if they're going to do that this week. Let me get to my WWE Network. Watch live. Yes. Okay, we got Raw Talk, guys.
Welcome on into Raw Talk, coming to you on the free tier of the WWE Network.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your host, Charlie Caruso. My co-host,
Charlie, what's up?
Joe. He'll be sitting right there. He's on his way, making his way from the commentary desk, so he'll be joining us in just a second. So
just a second.
We know one thing. We are 6 days away from Backlash. So we got a lot to talk about. Let's take
Back
a look at what
Lashley.
we expect on this edition of Raw Talk. First and foremost, WWE Hall of Famer Edge will be joining us. He is preparing for his match that could possibly go down in history as the greatest wrestling match ever against the Viper, Randy Orton.
Charlotte's so beautiful. She used to be a lot prettier, man. At least to me. I thought she was prettier before all the work she did. You've seen like replays of her when she was like ringside before she became a wrestler, or when she just got to NXT.
Nationwide protests. But before we get to any of that, I think
she was a lot better, a lot prettier before all the work, but she's not ugly or anything. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. There are probably some people who think she don't look that great, and there's probably some people who think that she's an angelic vision. They're showing what just happened on Raw.
Nia Jax trying to get involved like last week.
I think she forgot she was to take the L that time. Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird ending. Nia. Samoan drop. They're showing us what just happened on Raw Raw Talk. Guys, I'm watching Raw Talk on the WWE Network. If you do not have WWE Network, you can actually sign up for it for the free tier. Doesn't require a credit card at all. So you can actually watch exactly what I'm watching right now, and thousands of other shows that they have on there for free.
Well, a lot transpired there.
Gotta get a picture of Samoa Joe in a suit.
Obviously, making your presence known and sending a very, very clear
Really
message
not
to
into
Asuka
Raw Talk.
for
There's only been
Backlash.
one
And for
episode so
Charlotte
far,
Flair,
man.
I mean,
they've
the
had
streak
some old
continues.
ones, but
Asuka just can't
it's the
figure out
relaunch,
the
dude.
puzzle that is Charlotte Flair.
And they actually have last week they made it worth watching because we learned new stuff about certain feuds.
We have seen so many amazing things from her since she became the Raw Women's Champion weeks ago. Who do you think has the edge
Daddy
in this
Joe.
match in 6 days at Backlash?
I mean, if history's been a teacher, you know, one would say
Back
that Asuka
Lashley,
definitely
yes.
has the edge. In their prior encounters, Asuka's found
It'd be
a way
awesome
to
if
get
he
the
wins
better
at
of her,
Backlash.
has found a way to use Nia Jax's most strong assets against
I miss
her.
Talking Smack too, dude.
She's kind of clipped her.
Talking
at every step
Smack
of the
was
way,
so
but,
awesome,
going
Kerbin.
into Backlash now, going into this loss to Charlotte Flair, being decimated by Nia Jax going into Backlash, one has to wonder just how close to 100% Asuka really is.
You know, we'll see if Nia Jax really picked up some momentum with that right there. But speaking of Edge, what do you say we bring in WWE Hall of Famer Edge?
I would love to.
All right.
Where is he?
Edge, welcome to Raw Talk.
Edge is here.
Thank you for having
Surprised he made it this
Thank
whole
you for
time without being
here. Now,
RKO'd.
I'd love to, you know, dance around the big elephant in the room, but I think the major question that we have for you is obviously week after week you've come out here and we've seen semblances of doubt in your abilities.
Joe's like, hey man, I don't have to worry about it in the ring anymore.
Now, where does that stem from?
You've been in the ring.
Absolutely. And listen, we could say it's ring rust, we could say that you've been out, but knowing you, knowing the type of competitor that you are, I know it's much more than that.
any time that you are forced to step away from what you do best for 9 years, I've learned coming back to try and do that, you want to try and do it at the same level, if not better, than when you were forced to leave. Well, when I was forced to leave, I was 37 years old. I have had 2 children since then. Life has changed
46
significantly.
years
so
old
coming
now?
Back,
He's almost 50?
Almost 9.5 years later.
Dang.
There's a different set of pressures that I didn't have in my life before. You know, now I have my little girls, and I have a responsibility.
He looks
to
like
them.
$1 million, dude. He's
Also
almost
part of
50
why I'm
years
doing
old.
this. But I also wanted to do this to prove something to myself. And I feel like so far I had done that. But in coming back, it's also the first time that I'd ever been nervous. I was one of those guys that was never nervous before I stepped in the ring because I knew that. I knew that ring, that was my canvas, and I knew it better than anything else in my life. Well, now coming back, some doubt creeped in, and I had nerves suddenly, and I was not used to that, and I'm still not used to it. I'm still not used to sorting through all of those feelings.
Yeah, he looks great.
I'm fully transparent.
Period. Not even
You
just
know,
for his
this
age. He just
incarnation
looks
of
great.
Edge, you are going to get the unfiltered truth of what I'm feeling because I think, as an audience, you deserve that. And that's where I am.
You know, one has to wonder, though. I mean, I hear you saying that you're worried about the physical aspects of it. If you know, the heart is willing, the mind is willing, is the body. But you've always struck me as somebody that didn't really care about those things. And I'm wondering if this is a little bit more deep-seated than that. If this is lies and maybe you worrying about disappointing your family, worrying about disappointing your fans.
Dang.
My family will never be disappointed in me. So I know that. And I have that knowledge. But of course, I don't want to disappoint the fans. You know, that's one of the reasons I do this. And I want my body of work to hold up with the first portion of my career. Now, I walk into Backlash, and I'm going against Randy Orton, who I have said, and I've shouted from the rooftops, future Hall of Famer, no doubt. One of the best to ever do this. So I am truly going in with a guy, no strings attached, no bells and whistles, no last man standing, no crutches for me, let's be perfectly honest. I have to go in and prove to myself, first and foremost, that I can still do this. And I've never had to do that before.
And touching on
don't
that...
don't you think you proved a little bit to yourself at WrestleMania? I mean, that was a 40-plus minute match, and you came out on top. I would call that a massive victory.
So I know my win's good. All right. But can I get in and go hold for hold with Randy Orton at this point in his career and this point in my career? And I'm going to do it. That's my mindset. I have to try and prove it. But suddenly now it's being billed as the greatest wrestling match ever. Well,
yeah,
there's,
like what the heck?
There's Mount Everest of pressure
so
on your
how does that
shoulders.
make you feel? What does that add to this match? The fact that it's being billed that way? Massive albatross. I can be perfectly honest. When I heard that, you know, a new level of expectation and nerves and all of these things come into play because now you want to try and live up to that, which is also impossible because art, which is what this is subjective. What is the greatest song ever? For you, it's going to be different. For you, it's going to be different. For me, it's going to be different. Probably.
Yep.
Well,
it's fluid. It changes.
Probably the same for a wrestling match.
Like Way by Sticks, but
well,
listen.
see, I'm too sexy as mine. So.
Very fitting.
You know, that being said, I mean, we got to touch on Randy a bit. Obviously, both of you very, very close.
That's true, though. It could be the greatest wrestling match ever to somebody.
And in some ways,
so that's one way of thinking about it. I do like that
seems
take.
Like he's doing this for your own good.
It's a good take.
Now, I have to wonder, where did it go wrong between you two? Where did it get to this point?
I think when he decided that he was the judge for me.
Yeah.
When he was the one who was going to decide what was best for me.
Yeah.
Instead of listening
to
what I thought was best for me.
Dude, this is
and
good. This is
sometimes
kind of
our
like
judgment
talking
can be
smack
clouded
right now.
when we're dealing with ourselves. I don't feel like that was the case, and I think he went about it the wrong way. You know, pull me aside. Don't RKO me. That's not the way to get the message across.
Fair enough.
Now we've opened up a can of worms that we cannot close again.
But then again, I mean, that's how Randy works, kind of.
Now we're here.
Do you feel like there was any other option, any other route you could have taken?
I would have loved to have seen Rated RKO take another ride together.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously the audience that night, you heard it. They wanted it too. And I was more than willing to travel that road. And when he said it, I actually looked forward to it.
Yeah.
And maybe it was
Dude,
because
I wish
part of
they
me
would have
was
done it.
doubting,
Or
can
I
do
wish it
this
would
on my
turn
own
out
right
that
now
way at
until I
least.
get my feet wet, until
That
I
could
get my
really upgrade the Raw
ring
tag team
awareness back, until
situation
I
right
kinda
now.
get
I
that
mean, they
bump
got great
callous
wrestlers,
back.
but that would bring
Maybe
the
doing it in a tag team
charisma.
with Randy Orton is the best way to do that. And
Ethan,
then
what's up, dude?
blam.
You know, to wrap this up, one has to ask, going into Backlash, obviously the billing for this match is massive.
I like the Edge
Obviously,
shirt. Me
the
too. It says
expectation
grit.
for this match is massive.
I should have it.
You know, you have an opponent that's more than willing to meet you at that level.
Yeah.
What do you want to get out?
I would love that.
Of the whole Backlash experience. What is Edge's goal going into this?
My goal is to win. My goal is to win and to show everyone, but probably most importantly, to prove to myself that I can do this on the level that I need to do it for my own professional pride. If I can't do that, then maybe Randy's right.
Well, I think we know it's not going to be an easy task for you
What if
or
he?
Randy Orton. I'll
What
say
if
that
he
much.
wins? Then what's
But
next
I
for
wish
him?
you the best of luck.
What if he
I think
loses?
You have a
Then what's next for him?
fantastic crew rallying
I got
behind you.
so many
and,
questions.
Joe, I think you could say the same for yourself as well.
Absolutely. You have a daunting task for you ahead at Backlash, and I think we wish you the best of luck here on Raw
Absolutely.
Talk.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
having
you,
me.
Edge.
Very well done
R-Truth,
interview.
He did not have
I like
the
it.
best night on Monday Night Raw.
All right,
he took
Edge
a
is
bit
out.
of a beating from Bobby Lashley. So let's check
That was
in
good
with
stuff from
R-Truth,
Edge.
who Sarah Schreiber was able to catch up with just minutes ago.
Our Trizzle. Oh, he's hurt.
R-Truth, earlier tonight on Monday
got
Night
hurt.
Raw, we saw you
Aw.
brutally attacked by Bobby Lashley, locked in a full Nelson, being tossed around. How do you plan on defending your 24/7 championship in the future?
I am 24/7 champ, ain't I?
He just runs off. He's like, dang, where's my title? R-Truth just runs off. Oh, there he is.
Well, how will you defend it
Came
if it's
back
someone
the other
that's
way with this title.
already had the 24/7 championship, like Akira Tozawa, or someone that's never had the 24/7 championship, like Shayna Baszler?
Shayna Baszler.
Shane is coming after my 24/7,
Shane?
48/7, 12/87. What happened to the Band 311 championship?
What happened to the Band 311?
It would be an honor to be in the ring with Shane McMahon. Woo.
R-Truth. Shayna is a woman.
Are you trying to tell me Shane McMahon is a woman?
How the heck
I
do
think
you
the look
even
on Sarah's
interview
face
this
sums it up
guy?
for all of us.
I think it pretty much does.
You never know what's going to come out of that guy's mouth.
You know, the worst part is, R-Truth is expecting Shane McMahon, but when Shayna shows up, it's going to be a much worse beating.
What do you mean when
I think I
Shayna
agree
shows
with
up?
you. But we have another guest coming on Raw
Wait,
Talk now.
do they
He
have
has
a-
match of his own to prepare for at
Wait a
Backlash,
minute.
So now
Is that? She just said he has got a match of his own to prepare for at Backlash. Does that mean it's an official match between R-Truth and Shayna Baszler at Backlash? If they really just announced that, that's the match I'm looking forward to the most. Did they just announce that Shayna Baszler is going to take on R-Truth at Backlash for the 24/7 title in an official match?
Apollo, the
Dude,
limitless potential of
did
Apollo.
they
Man,
literally
what
just
Apollo
tell me
can
that?
become.
Because that is my most
You know, now that you're
anticipated
in the
match
UFC
of that whole
championship,
pay-per-view
one has
now,
to wonder
if
that
that's
potential
true.
has been realized.
I truly believe it has.
Yo.
I really do. I feel like you can only speak about potential so long, or only have potential for
If
so
that's
long
the
before
truth, then I am.
people just kinda lose
That
faith,
is my
you know
most
what I mean?
anticipated
Like,
match of the
if
whole
nothing is
pay-per-view now.
accomplished,
R-Truth
I
versus
feel,
Shayna
you know,
Baszler
my
for the
hard
24/7
work,
title.
discipline, and I'm not saying that I've worked harder than anybody else. Or
I'll be there.
You know,
If that happens,
grind
I'm
harder than anybody
all
else.
for
I
it.
know how hard I grind
Intergender
myself,
singles
and all I
match
have to
for
do
the
is
title.
look
Give
out
me
and take
that,
care for
please.
myself. So I feel like that's all.
And Shayna can choke him all the
you
way
know,
out.
paid
She
off.
choked out Rey
Like those
Mysterio,
days,
and
you know,
Mysterio
long
has
days,
got
grinding in the gym, keeping the
he's
diet,
got
being on the road,
credentials,
bringing
man.
my meals on the road. You know, a lot of guys just don't do that, and that's something that is
Apollo's
true
here.
to me. It's who I am, and I feel
Please
like all
do
that
it.
is finally
Please do it.
paying off.
I've seen this guy in the gym. He gets after it.
It's a must.
I have
It's a
seen
must.
you.
But, I think that's the point I'm trying to make here. I mean, that's nothing new. You've always been in the gym. You've always been eating clean. You've always taken care of yourself, put yourself in the very best position.
Exactly.
What's different now? Because it's definitely not anything that you've done in your regimen, because your regimen hasn't changed. You're still training hard. You're still doing what you do. So what is different about Apollo Crews now from then?
I feel like I was given an opportunity and I stepped up. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I feel like I'm exceeding expectations, and I'm making sure that I'm doing what I can on my part to exceed certain expectations.
I'm down for that. She's
that's
believable,
placed in
you
front of me,
know.
I'm gonna knock it
I'm
down.
not
You know what
down
I mean?
for
I
it
feel
for
like,
Liv versus Brock or
that's
anything,
just it. I
but
just
but
feel
I'm
like
down for
I'm
believable
stepping up
competition.
and showing that I
If
can
you
be
if you
that
got a
guy.
woman
You know?
as
I'm talking about your obstacles in front of you.
physically
You know, obviously
imposing
Zelina
and
Vega
believable
has, put together
as Shayna,
a fine
I'm all
stable,
for it,
if
man.
you will, of some of the, you know, some of the
There are
most
differences
dangerous
between
superstars
men
in
and women, but when
WWE.
you got somebody
And,
who can
much of their
throw
ire
those
has been
blows and
directed at
choke
you,
people out,
obviously, because
I'm
you
all
are the
for it,
United
man.
States champion.
You can't
Now,
breathe, you can't
of
fight.
that,
Don't matter who you are.
grouping,
Braun
you
can
know,
get
who in
choked out.
there worries you the most?
If you're strong
I
enough.
don't know if I won't say I'm not worried about anyone, but any of them, but I don't feel like I have any fear for any of them. You know, I have this to defend now. It's a whole different level now. I have something that people are trying to take away from me. Like you said, when you become champ, there is a target on your back. There's been a huge target placed on my back, and there's going to be a lot of guys gunning for me. And like you said, Zelina has put a stable together of guys who have been gunning for me.
Oh yeah,
and I've been in
Joe's
the ring with
money.
them multiple times, you know, and I respect them. I don't fear them. I don't give them too much respect because I feel like I take myself out the game if I do that. But I never underestimate an opponent either.
Well, something you have on your side is experience against Andrade. Right. How's that going to play into the picture at Backlash?
Well, it's cool because I know what he's thinking. I can tell what he's thinking. I know what he's going to try to go for. So it plays into my favor. You know.
You think you have them all figured out?
I want to say I have them all figured out, but
make those claims. Why not?
Make them.
I haven't figured out. I have sometimes, you know, when you get that experience, when you're in the ring with people many times, you start to know what they're thinking. You know what they want to go for. You know what they're trying to do. So for me, it plays into my advantage because I can dip, duck, dodge, do whatever I can to get out of those situations to put myself in a better situation in the ring or outside the ring or wherever it may be.
So this is awesome. We're actually hearing Apollo on the mic, like confidently speaking.
And one has to wonder, you know, will you truly
This
be
is
prepared
crazy,
for everything
dude.
put in front of you? Because let's face it here, when you get Andrade, you get a lot
You
more
never
than
get
just
this much
Andrade.
out of
You get
Apollo
Zelina
on the mic.
Vega.
This is good.
You get Angel Garza. You get everything at ringside that is trying to distract you and be there. I mean, it's
Oh yeah,
much
it's a
more than
beautiful
one-man
title.
battle.
It is a lot more than a one-man
I like the
battle,
United
but like I
States
said,
title.
having that experience against those guys, I know what to prepare for.
Heck
you know,
yeah,
and
ringmaster.
They can blindside you with anything, but at least I have an idea of what I'm getting into.
What went through your mind when you saw Andrade get the win to know that was who was going to be your opponent at Backlash?
You know, I feel like it wasn't a surprise. He's upset that I took this title from him. This was his baby at one point. Now it's my baby, and I'm gonna make sure that it stays my baby. But it
Is his name on
wasn't
it?
much of a surprise when you're fighting with that chip on your shoulder. It gives you that little extra. So
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like
his name's
you
on
know,
it,
he really
and it's
wanted
his full
to
name
try to
too.
take
They're
this back from me,
not
and
just
I'm
calling him
welcoming it.
Apollo.
He
It
can
says
come
Apollo
all he
Crews
wants, as many times as
on
he
his
wants. I'll beat him
title.
once, I'll beat him again, and I'm gonna retain
I like
this
that.
United States Championship at Backlash.
Very nice, dude.
Well, good luck.
Good interview.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Look,
Thank you, guys.
we
I
have had to
appreciate
wish. You're the second person we've had to wish good luck to on this show.
Trust me, a lot of the guests on here need a lot of luck.
Hopefully luck's in my favor
Being a
this
guest
weekend.
on the show is the lucky charm.
It just
Joe,
might
what
be.
do you
That
think?
could
You
be
think
it.
we're lucky charms?
I think it
We'll
quite
see.
possibly could
We'll
be.
find out this Sunday, but this is coming home with me. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
make sure you keep your eye closely on
It's
that
gonna be
thing.
very close on it. I'm gonna sleep with this thing, so and I have the last 2 weeks, so that's not gonna change.
All right,
Very
well, thank
nice.
you so much,
Thank you
Apollo.
guys for having me.
Joe, look,
What a nice guy. Like that's the
going on
type
in our
of dude you
country
want
right
to
now, and I
you
think
want
there
to
are certain people
like
in our country who
like
have stepped up as
if you
leaders,
had a
and
daughter and
WWE
she's gonna come
superstar
home with a
Titus
dude,
O'Neil
you want it
is
to be
one of
kind of
those
like
people
that
we would
guy,
expect
just like
nothing less out of
a
him. So
clean,
let's take a listen to Titus O'Neil's
optimistic
comments in
and
relation
by the
to
books type of dude.
nationwide protests that are going around throughout the entire country.
That's real.
So
Hey,
as
but
a
hang on a
country,
second.
I'm begging.
But hang on a second. Elijah, I told you I've been keeping an eye on you, man. I've been keeping an eye on you. I've been seeing the mannerisms of a sword bearer, of a wrench bearer. And I gotta say, welcome to the Mod Squad. You are now officially a member of the Mod Squad on the Gritty Urban Saga YouTube channel. Swing and
ridiculous.
use that wrench
And
with
to
justice.
every single person out there that's protesting
You've earned it,
and
dude.
somebody's telling
Thank you
it's the
very
wrong
much
thing to
for
do, no,
hanging
the hell
out
it
and
ain't. It's
just
the right
being
thing
cool,
to do.
man.
And if they don't like the way you do it,
Thank
if
you,
you're
thank
doing
you, thank
it
you.
peacefully, screw them. But for you all out there that are agitating this with your public comments and throwing bricks at the police officers, you throw a brick at me, don't think that I won't throw something back at your ass. They're human beings too. They're not robots. So for once, we as a country have an opportunity to come together
I don't have Titus.
and say, you know what?
I don't have
Enough
Titus.
is enough for all races. To stand up and say, this is not right. But it ain't been right for years. I've had this conversation in 2019, 2017, 2018, and the years before that. As a black man, I'm not in favor of people rioting and looting. I am in favor of people coming together and taking a stand. And that's exactly what we need to do as a community. That's what we need to do as a country.
Titus
And
O'Neil,
I'm
by the
glad,
way.
I hope and pray white America, black America, Hispanic America, and every other portion of America takes this message of everybody matters or Black Lives Matters or however way you want to do it. We shouldn't even be in a conversation talking about who matters and who doesn't. What we should be talking about is how human beings should be treated and respected. And that's versus all colors, all cultures.
Dude, that's real.
Most people in the world,
Dang, I didn't hear
we
that.
think, would agree with Titus O'Neil.
Absolutely, very, very proud of Titus.
Heck
But
yeah,
Joe,
that's not even the
it's all the
problem.
time we
The
got for
problem
Raw
is
Talk.
most people
I'm
already
having a lot
know.
of fun with you, and we have a lot to look forward to. Backlash in just 6 days, so everyone will see you next week on Raw Talk for all the fallout from Backlash, and of course, Monday Night Raw. We'll see you then.
Good stuff. Good stuff. See, that was a cool episode of Raw Talk. What was wrong with that? That was good. That was good. What is this? What is this? Hang on, hang on. Net spend. What the heck? What the heck is net spend? Either way. That was fun. All right, so let's have ourselves a little talk. Just a little tiny talk about this. I think that we definitely need to chime in on this, see what they got going on. Oh my goodness. For this gathering. Biggest body. In this universe. Halo. In this universe. Halo. Thank you so much for the host, dude. Let's have a little talk. With Dudley. Now with 100% more Dudley. Dudley, you switched the scenes too quick. I was jamming out, Dudley. Dudley switched over and showed you guys my pre-grapple chat dance routine. Dang it, Dudley. Thanks, man. Thanks. No, seriously, you did an okay job. It was just, I wasn't expecting it. All right, guys. So I want to know what you guys thought of this episode of Monday Night to the RAW. I thought it was clean, but I want to know what you guys thought. So if you watched Raw along with me, and you'd like to give your review, your overall score out of 10, please type your score in the chat. If you thought it was a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, a 2 out of 10, a 6 out of 10, whatever out of 10, a 6.8 out of 10. What did you give it? 7.75 out of 10. What you guys got? Let me get my background music going. Got to be careful with the music on Twitch now, guys. Ooh, Twitch is coming to get you. It's coming to get you. People think they're doing like big things by trying to change. You can't. Like, there's nothing you can change about it that's going to keep you safe. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I can definitely guarantee you guys that no matter what you think you're doing to fix the problem for yourself, you're on a razor's edge. And I'm not talking about the bad guy. All right, so let's find out. Let me get my calc. My calc. It's gonna be my abbreviation for calculator now. Okay, so what do we got? Nah, you don't have to type 1 in. You don't have to type 1. Just give me your score. You guys are in. I know who was here and I know who wasn't. I've been paying attention to you guys. 7.3 says Cameron. You know what? I kind of on that side a little bit. 8.5 from Ringmaster. Okay. All right. 8.1 from We Rupt. Okay. We Rupt says 8.1. Big Red says 7.8. He's gonna let them. He's like, yo, they tripped across the finish line, but they made it. I see you. Empire says 8.1. Did I already take Empire? No, I didn't. All right. 8.1 from Empire. That's some good stuff right there. Elijah, what did you give it? Let's find out what Elijah gave it. You could, if you guys have questions for me, or if you want to know what I thought about a certain portion or anything like that, we could talk about that. But I'd rather keep it this way because it keeps it short and it seems there's less arguments and stuff. So I'd rather just kind of do it this way, and then you guys can ask me like certain questions about what did I think about a certain segment or a certain match or an outcome, or where do I think this superstar is going next, or stuff like that. I'd like this still to be a conversation, but I really wanna know you guys' scores mostly, so that we can get to the stuff. Oh, 8.5 says Elijah. Elijah loved it. He thought this was one of the better Raws. Give it a 7 because WrestleMania 34 Charlotte versus Asuka is better than tonight. You think so? I don't think so. But all right, I'll give you the 7. 7.0 for Curvin. I honestly think any Asuka match or any Charlotte match is better than what they did at WrestleMania. That WrestleMania match was very equivalent to me. To the AJ Styles versus Shinsuke match, like such a match that was filled with expectations and just 7.9 says Sage. All right, I got you. Sage says 7.9. He liked it. I liked it too, man. I liked it too. I just want to know your score, Gritty. That Edge, Christian, and Randy Orton promo was fire. Wish I enjoyed a Super Basic Raw as much as that. You see, that's the thing. It's like, that's one of the things that really helps me to stay so optimistic about the product, is I see that there are people who are just loving the stuff that I find kind of maybe not the most hype. And it helps me to realize that there are things that are entertaining. You know, it helps me to be a little bit more optimistic about what I'm seeing, even if I'm not completely feeling it myself. And I think that helps. Honestly, you guys make Raw better than it is. You guys make SmackDown better than it is. You guys make takeovers better than they are. You guys make everything better than it is. You guys make Dynamite better than it is. Having people to hang out with, people to talk to, and people to laugh with, and people to react alongside of you, it makes things better. It's the reason people have parties. Why would you have a party? Like, you could play your music in your house for free and just dance around by yourself with your music turned all the way up. Why would you ever have a party? Because things are better when you have people to interact with and people to share your experiences with and have memories with, you know? Make friends, make acquaintances, make lifelong connections and stuff. Things are better together. So honestly, you guys having this particular show, Grapple Chat, and everything that I do, it's made wrestling better to me. than it would have been without you guys. I've watched wrestling by myself a couple nights. You know, the times where my internet was messed up and I couldn't stream, I'd still watch Raw. I'd still watch SmackDown and stuff, and it's just not the same. It's okay, but it's better with you guys. So I'm glad we have this show, and that's what we gotta do it. But yeah, Cameron, I have that wish a lot of the time. Shayna and R-Truth, dude, if that happens at Backlash, that pay-per-view is gonna get an automatic point for me, because if they're gonna book a intergender one-on-one match for a title in the WWE, and with Shayna and R-Truth, these are two athletes who honestly are, they're two of my favorite athletes. They're two of my favorite to watch. I love watching them. R-Truth, I love watching him for a couple different reasons than Shayna, but if that match is an actually scheduled match at Backlash, that pay-per-view is going to get a point from me. Because they need more stuff like that. They need more groundbreaking, earth-shaking, and things that are believable, and I believe that Shayna is a believable athlete to actually choke some dudes out. She's already done it. She did it to Rey Mysterio at Money in the Bank. If you could choke out Rey, you could choke out a lot of WWE superstars. So I'm all for that. Gosh, what can I say about this? Can you guys hear this background music a little bit? I hope so. Gosh, okay. This Raw drug for me, it actually felt its length, and I haven't seen a Raw that felt its length in a couple weeks. A lot of Raws that I've seen recently, they've been so entertaining, and they filled the void when it comes to commercial breaks and everything so much. I just haven't felt the length of a Raw recently, but this Raw, I felt the length, dude. I actually could feel it. I was like, dang, this is a 3-hour show, which is kind of a bad thing, because if you gotta wonder how long something's been going on, it's normally not a good thing. So I can't quite put my finger on what it was, but there were a couple things tonight that really drug on. We had great promos. We had the Edge Christian thing. Oh, I love the way Christian attacked the freaking mic tonight. That was awesome. Yeah, I think commercials had a lot to do with it, but how they came back and how they led into commercials, I feel like, was the problem. They even went into commercials without even saying they were going to commercials sometimes tonight, so I just think this was kind of like a sloppy Raw. But there were some good points. I love the Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio promo. I can't wait to see what happens next week, because he invited him to Raw. Edge and Christian was hot fire. Randy asking Charlie who was going to be on the Peep Show. I like that little promo. Apollo was surprising tonight, man. He's starting to have that charisma that I've been looking for out of him. He's starting to come out of that shell. He's been like the most shy Ninja Turtle, and he's starting to peek his head out of the shell a little bit. Like, hey, guys, I'm the lost Ninja Turtle. I'm the one who always was hiding in a shell in the background. He's starting to peek his head out of the shell a little bit, and I'm starting to feel that this run might actually be an okay run. Some good matches tonight, too. Some predictable matches, but some good matches. I feel like everybody brought it tonight and turned in a pretty good effort. There was some botchiness here or there. I feel like maybe they could have shrunk some of the matches and fit one more match in. I would have liked to see maybe like Natalya versus Ruby Riott match, something like that, right in the middle where they build a little bit of story, or like they come together as a tag team or something. I think they could have shortened some of the other matches just a little bit, shrunk them up to create a little space for Natalya and Ruby Riott or something. I don't know. But I'm glad that they were able to fit in a little Lana promo where she says she wants to focus on her own career. Would have liked maybe they could have shrunk up some other stuff and gave us like a little Liv Morgan package or something. A little Shayna Baszler package that shows her in her garage. Remember when they did that? They showed Shayna in her garage working on the car. Maybe show her working on the car again and be like, you know what? I haven't really paid enough attention to how loose things have been, and I'm gonna tighten things up, you know, and talking about the car, but she's also talking about her career at the same time. It's time to get back on track. It's time to really start racing for the finish instead of letting these people catch up to me. It's time for me to start really stop spinning my wheels and start wrecking people or something. Like, have her just cut a whole promo in regards to the car. She's talking about the car, but it's about her. It's about her career. Do something like that to bring Shayna back to some sort of spotlight. I felt like there's some people who are in the boonies right now on Raw, and I felt like a little bit of these stretched on too long and too many entrances and stuff. I like the Drew McIntyre claymoring Bobby Lashley. It was a good way to send us into the pay-per-view because Bobby just popped up. Didn't really seem like the Claymore phased him, which is a good look because the full Nelson phased Drew last week, but the Claymore looks to be something that Bobby's able to shake off. So I like that. It makes it look like the match at Backlash might be something competitive instead of just a railroading. Sloppy execution, yeah. Aleister Black jumping over the announce table to destroy Seth was funny. Yeah, I like that. Gosh, there was enough here for me to recommend watching this Raw, so I can't give it below a 7.75 because that's what the whole meaning of Grapple Chat is for me. Is like, would you recommend it to somebody? If somebody's like, "Yo, should I watch Raw?" If I'm gonna say, yeah, you should check out this, you should check out that, you should check out this, you should check out that, or you're gonna miss this, you're not gonna know about that. I feel like it was worth a watch, but just barely. So maybe I'll give it like a 7.78. Just because like I felt the weight of the show. I haven't felt like Raw was 3 hours for a while. For a couple weeks, I have not felt the 3 hour runtime, but tonight I felt it. So I'm gonna give it a 7.78. Just creeping across the finish line, as far as I'm concerned. I think that makes perfect sense as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. It just had these weird like lulls in the action. Oh, and the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders Decathlon thing that had some funny spots in it. Just really brought up the feeling of the show, if that makes any sense. It made it more of a positive, fun time. Yeah, I give it a 7.78. Just creeping across the finish line of me recommending the show. I would say, yeah, watch Raw, especially Andrade qualifying to challenge Apollo. Apollo showing more charisma tonight. Like there's a couple reasons why this is an okay thing. I'm surprised more at 7 point weren't scored. What do you mean? What do you mean? I can barely hear it, but my volume has problems at higher resolutions. Is that true? Oh no. Yeah, we gotta fix this. We gotta do some testing. Yo, hey, Halo. You know what, man? Halo. This is not a test. This is not a test. With all that's going on with the copyright system and stuff on Twitch, I need music, man. I need music. You have, as far as I could tell you, you have been the person that I know makes music. And I've played some of your music on here. Hopefully you will not copyright strike me. I would like for you to make music for us. I'd like for you to make theme songs for us. I'd like for you to make some ambient background music for me to play. I'd like to not have to worry about the whole copyright issue stuff. And I'm willing to pay you, okay? I'm not saying you got to do it for free. I'm willing to pay you for it, for producing music for us, because we're going to need it. I just thought the ratings would be 7s heavy. Yeah. Me too. but Halo, or anybody else. Like if you make music, I want to hear some of your. Obviously, I gotta find out what the quality of it is, because I can't just have people banging on a keyboard and I'm gonna give them money for it, because I could do that myself. But I would absolutely love to have music on this stream that I don't have to worry about, where there's people who are getting paid for their work and we're able to have some cool stuff to listen to. So I don't know, man. I mean, you don't have to. I'm not saying it's a directive or anything, but I'm willing to pay you, or give you Blue Apron or whatever. It's whatever. I just I would rather not be worried every time I try to refresh my stream and it's taken a little bit too long. Worried about if it's actually going to refresh or if it's going to say that I'm banned or something. So I don't know. It's up to you, man. I just know you're a very original individual, and I'm sure you could come up with a couple of different pieces of music that we could jam to. So I don't know. I don't know if he's even hearing this. He was just here a second ago, but I'm not sure he's even hearing me. He might be busy. The train might have came by. I know the train comes by every now and then and messes up his ability to hear or see what we're doing. Let's find out. Let's do the math. Let's see if Raw was able to keep themselves at the table eating well, or if Raw was unable. Let's check it. Here we go. We got a 7.3, an 8.5, an 8.1, a 7.8, an 8.1, an 8.5, a 7.0, a 7.9, and a 7.8. Ooh, that's 9 scores, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 scores. 9 scores. Oh boy. All right, so 70.98 divided by 9 equals 7.8. Oh my goodness, dude. They crept across the finish line. Just like I said. They did it. They got above a 7.75. Wow. Creeping and sneaking. Yo, that was close as heck. Creeping and sneaking. Just barely crept across the finish line. 9. And they maintain their lead. Just barely, dude. They turn in another show like that, they might be getting tied up. They got very lucky. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Look at that, man. I really do like the Battle of the Brands this season, though. This is a very heated battle, and it's fun. It's been fun to watch these shows. I've had fun watching every one of these shows. Good stuff right there. Let me get my display out of there. There we go. Ron needs to send Ringmaster a thank you note. What do you think did it? Ringmaster? 8.5? Yeah, 8.5 is probably what helped it. Dude, that was a creep across the finish line. That is faux show. My favorite match tonight. My favorite match tonight. It would have to be the main event. Yeah, it'd have to be the main event. The Eric and Ivar versus MVP and Bobby Lashley match was okay as well. The weird triple threat tag team where where Sasha and Bayley disappeared for the last couple minutes. It was weird. I don't know about that. The triple threat for the #1 contendership over the United States title. It was okay. I'm glad things broke down. I'm glad it started out actually making sense, where they were both attacking Kevin Owens, and then it broke down. That's the way I would have booked it. So that match was pretty dang good too. That'd probably be a close second place to the main event. Maybe even Maybe even equal with the main event. Yeah, I'd say both of those matches. I'd say the triple threat for the contendership to fight Apollo at Backlash and the main event. Probably my two favorite matches. The Buddy Murphy and Austin Theory match. That was pretty okay. Yeah, that one was pretty good too. There was some just okay matches tonight. I gave most of the matches like a 3 out of 5. There weren't any like stinkers, but there were some weird outcomes. Yep. This is the Raw before Backlash. This Sunday is Backlash, guys. Heck to the yes. You got it. You got it. We've had better shows. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Might still be NXT emotes. Who knows? We might have Raw emotes, man. Raw's in the lead, and they've been doing a pretty good job of staying on top like that. And then if Backlash does well, they're gonna get another point this Sunday. As long as Backlash turns in a pretty okay score, Raw and SmackDown will be getting a point. So we'll see, man. Raw is definitely they're showing a bit of dominance right now, but everybody's doing well. I like all these shows. We shall see. Raw might be getting an emote in the chat. They might be winning it. So there you guys go. There you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed Grapple Chat. The people on YouTube, we are ending the stream here. If you'd like to continue hanging out with us, please come on over to twitch.tv/GrittyUrbanSaga. The link is in the description of the video. If you need the link, so you can just click on it instead of having to spell it out. But you can just go to Twitch and type in Gritty Urban Saga. You're gonna find me. I show up in the search. So come on over, hang out with us. People on Twitch, stick around. We're not done yet. But I hope you enjoyed this, because as you know, and as I know, and as Dudley knows? Where's Dudley? Where the heck is Dudley? I've seen Dudley for a second here. As you know, as I know, and as Dudley knows. Where the heck is Dudley? That was the chat.